clockwork constructs and a crumbling of the roof above them. We'll pick up with Yasha, since you were there. Maybe.
All right.
Yasha.
So I believe we. How many prisoners did we rescue? Was it 2 again, or was it just
Yeah,
one?
there's two. There's 2.
Okay.
I've been able to get 2.
Okay, so I'm actually.
You took the first there, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually gonna. And is the building's collapsing too, right?
Well, yeah. So the lines that are coming out is how the roof is kind of like collapsing beneath you. Collapsing.
Yeah.
It'll collapse out to about that distance. You can see the cracks in the roof happening, and it's slowly just collapsing in.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna just move like right here. And for now, I'm gonna end my turn for now.
Yeah.
Yelling, beat me up,
Tarek
Scotty.
kind of runs after you right after that. Uvnik, you are the pilot, so you're still up there with the ship up here. You see that you've got these clockworks, these larger clockworks down here, and then you saw these humanoids kind of like disappear underneath these the large mushrooms there. Let's see, this guy's behind him, and this guy's kind of out of your sight too. What do you want to do?
Pretty confident none of those clockworks are going to do any damage or notable damage to the ship. So I think I'd like to run back to the teleporter control here, so I can get ready to get our guys out of the collapsing building.
Alright. Now remember, you all have bring you in there. You all have communicators on your wrists that allow you to communicate with anybody that's on your communication kind of frequency thing for up to 2,500 feet. So when you're ready, you all can start communicating with each other. He's done that. Next would be Nakan.
Okay, so I'm kind of curious on what this little cell in the back here is. So, okay, first question, how does the teleporter work? Can only we be teleported, or can they just, like, teleport everybody, basically?
It's one person at a time.
One person at a time. So what about our little extras? How are we going to teleport them? Because don't we have, like, a little locator thing on us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Imagine it's almost kind of it's almost kind of like Star Trek-ish in a sense that with the teleporter they can pick up where you were at, like that. That's a good question for canon. I'm actually gonna have to think about that. But for right now, we'll just skip over that and not worry about it.
Okay. So then I guess I'm gonna contact Uwe and let him know that we have the 2, and start teleporting them up when he can.
Right. So what happens is when it happens, a portal of mist kind of appears in where you're at, and you kind of step in, and then it disappears, and then what happens is the individual inside the mist gets teleported up to the ship, to the void ship. Trying to find these guys. So they get one up there.
Okay, but I don't want to go through the teleporter yet.
All right, that's fine. It's kind of like, imagine a. Let me see if I can draw this on your map here. Here we go with that. Change that color to this color. It's kind of like a 10-foot mist kind of appears right there.
Oh shit, that's what I was trying to run to.
So it's an active thing, but it disappears and then comes back once they magically or whatever move up.
Yeah, because I was gonna try to run like over here, kind of.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of curious on what this is. This area
Right.
that's
So
blacked
this
out.
again, currently right now the mist is gone,
Okay.
right? Because they moved up. So you have the opportunity to move through there if you wish.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to move down there and see what's in there.
All right. You moved. So when you were teleported, this is where you were originally teleported to, and that's a bathroom. And
Oh, that's our bathroom. Okay.
that's the bathroom.
That's where I came out of the toilet.
Yes. And this area right
No, Pancho.
here is just more bathroom.
Okay. I thought it was like a storage room or something.
No. So the mist, we're not really in combat right now, so we're just gonna go around and things like that. Uwe keeps sending it down and opening up the portal, and this guy disappears into it. And appears up here. Alright, sorry, not Yash, but Tarek. Since we're missing Tarek, Tarek is just going to step into the mist when it's available. He disappears and reappears. Alright, back to you, Yasha. What do you want to do?
Alright, so
This
I'm
thing
gonna
is
go.
collapsed behind you. It's
No, we
fully
skipped
collapsed
player.
behind you. I'm sorry?
We skipped a player.
Who did we skip?
Didn't we skip, our giant? D-Dread?
Katra?
Katra.
Katra, I think there's not really much for Katra to do at this particular moment, but Katra, you don't see any. The roof is
Hey,
collapsed
it's me.
on where you were firing.
No. I didn't
The
know
void
what that
ship is
I'm
up high
sorry.
enough. Uwe thinks that the clockworks that are on the ground are not going to be able to reach you. Is there anything that you wish to do?
Can I get up and move the ship?
Yes, you can. If you have pilot,
Um,
I think you all have pilot
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can get up and move the ship if you like. Sure.
yeah, I want to move the ship.
Okay, where do you want to move it?
Okay, so I want to move it such that it's, how do you rotate it?
You grab it, and at the very top, there's a little like arrow circle, and you can rotate it.
I don't have that. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of want to move it to where I can, aim at.
Fire at those things. He's like,
That's right.
you know what? I'm gonna kill him. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna move these guys off here.
We had that one that was dancing around all of our shots.
Yes. Created silhouette for it.
All right. So you move the ship. That's gonna take your full move and your full turn. You're moving your turn to move that over and get it situated. Tarek is on the ship. The two Habul are on the ship. The Babul are on the ship. Yasha.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on a ship also, run down here and beam me up, Scotty.
And finally, Nakan. Are you gonna do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll go into the portal too.
So let's get you all go back to the other map. Second link. That way you guys have this here. Alright, rotating back down. These clockworks have kind of like begun to move away in the sense that they're like trying to avoid getting shot and blasted to pieces. But Katra, you may attempt to go ahead and take a couple shots at them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move back and attempt to shoot at them. I lost my other notebook with my notes for the damage. I had a roll against it. Hold on.
worries. I think what I did is in your
Yeah, I
yeah
found
the
it.
gunner actions. Yeah.
I found it. I'm going to take aim. I'm going to take aim and aim at Green, who kept avoiding every other shot.
All right, go for it.
But
You're using a heavy weapon. Heavy weapons down.
yes. So I'm going again. 34, but that's a plus 10, so 44.
Correct.
That is a 17.
Nice. So how many successes did you get?
3.
3. Nice. This guy gets hit by 2 of them, and I think that weapon does 12 points of damage per hit. Correct? For the void chip. Put that up as well.
Can you show me how much? Tell me how much.
There was a PDF that I shared with everybody, I think, on it. Yeah.
I have a gunner. I must not have the other one.
Wood chips, Swift. No worries.
Big cat.
So what you're using with the gunners is twin elemental cannons. They're light energy. It does a 12 base damage, and it ignores 100 points of absorption of a target. Basically, you're going to ignore their armor absorption, but they do. So he takes 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And let me go ahead and do this real quick. That's it. Drop this in here. And then I'm going to kind of. So it's at the very top. You can just click on pin messengers and it'll pin messages and it's at the very top. I'll bring it up for you.
Thank you.
No worries. Things get misplaced in a month.
Yeah, we do.
So you hit it with 24 points of damage. It does take it. It's surrounded in this bright light. You can see that part of its outer shell kind of evaporates a little bit, and then you hit it. Do you want to try it again?
Yes, I do. Josh is just like so happy right now. I gotcha, bitch.
Dance around that motherfucker.
I'm gonna go again. Oh, that's terrible. So 91.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Yeah.
That's not a critical. It's just a failure.
Yeah.
It's just a failure. It's not a crit. All right. It's got 4 shots on it, 2 from each cannon. So you got 2 more tries at it. But this one's going to be at a minus 20 now.
Yep. Going for it again. 38.
But what's your base skill?
Oh, 34. Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
would need a 14 or less.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't got a lot of you don't have the rest of the crew giving you bonuses
Yeah.
as part of their stuff. So that's where it comes in.
So happy for that 30. I'm like, oh shit. I got an ought 7.
There we go.
Just now?
No.
Yeah, just now.
All right, so that would be 30. So you do hit it. So you hit it for 1 success. It kind of sidesteps the blast. Now that it knows where it's coming from, it kind of moves back and off to the side as you blast a hole into the ground again.
I'm gonna
All right,
get you.
I'm gonna get you. All right, we're back to the top of the turn in a sense. So Yasha, you guys are on the ship. You just stepped out of the teleportation area and are moving around the ship.
Alright. So, thing I'm gonna do. Alright, hold on there, TikTok. I'm gonna be switching pages here. And. Damn, that's. Oh. Wrong one. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm gonna go back into the co-pilot and also do giving hand. Through this action, the character can give another character a bonus to their pilot engineering and check skill intelligence. Check the character's grants a 10 plus bonus for every 2 successes.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Alright, that was 11. And that was. I forgot, were they like 40 or something? The thing I'm rolling against? No, it was a pilot, right?
Yeah, it's pilot.
I think mine's like 40, I think, if I remember right. Where are you at, pilot? Oh, 55. So that'd be 4 successes.
So she gets a +5 per 2, every 2, or +10 per 2.
It's a +10 for +10 bonus per every 2, so 2 successes. So 20?
And that's co-pilot.
Yeah, it's called giving hand. Giving a hand.
Sounded like you said giving something else.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Very much so.
You're really doing that co-pilot good.
Yeah, so it's going to be a +20 once per turn. So yeah, now he's giving you help in hand by helping you direct where your shot's going to be. Uvi, it's your turn.
I'm going, seeing as we have everyone back now, I'm going to run back to the pilot seat, and if I'm able, I'd like to try and shoot at that green fucker again.
Yeah, go for it.
It's,
It is the consequences of your own actions there, Lord Baron. Thank you for joining us tonight. How are you?
16. Gives me 51, so that'll be 4 successes.
He gets a 19. He's got 4 successes on his defenses to avoiding getting shot. Yeah, I think this guy. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going. You've got 4 more shots. Oh, I am concerned to destroy this party.
58. So that gives me. I missed that one.
Okay. You've got 2 more shots, so this one's going to be
7.
at a minus 38, 30.
I got a 7 on my 3rd shot here.
An odd 7.
Yes.
That's cocked. He's got 3 successes on his.
So I got 5 successes because I'm rolling against my pilot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my pilot's 51.
Nice.
So you got. Well, no, you'd be going using your heavy weapons, not your pilot check.
Oh,
I think. Hold on. Is that not... Yeah, so you would be still using heavy weapons because you'd be using the pilot is to direct the ship. The heavy weapons allows you to fire the weapon. That's where you get that from. So it would be a base of 30 plus your perception modifier plus and plus any bonuses that they get.
so I got 3 successes then.
Right. So that's going to be 30 points of damage at this guy. Yeah, that pretty much, you see him kind of fall apart as you slam into him, because I think you're hitting the red one, right?
I was shooting at the green one.
At the green one. So yeah, the green one does fall apart. He very easily falls apart because he'd already been hit by a massive blast from the side cannons.
Finally. And I'll use my last shot on the red one.
Alright, go for it. This one you're going to need to crit to actually hit.
No, that's just 27.
27? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back to McCann. Anything you want to do?
What? I totally forgot what other roles of the ship are there. I know there's like engineer that could raise a shield, and I want to find a way to. What position would I have to be to boost the gunner?
So you would have to be, I think. So engineer, yeah, engineers can also give a hand as well.
Okay. Then I will take the engineer spot and then give a hand to.
All right, so go ahead and
Gotcha.
what you'll need to do is roll against either your pilot, engineering, or war tech skills.
So I would. Be
No,
rolling
I'm sorry, your intelligence. You'd have to roll against your intelligence.
My intelligence.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got 76 intelligence, so 23.
So that's 5 successes. So so you're gonna get an additional plus 20. Contra, so you're at plus 40 currently to fire the cannons.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Anything else you
my
want to do?
turn there. Nope.
All right, very good. And we come back to Katra. You got a plus 40 and 4 shots.
Let's shoot him. Wait, where'd Green go?
They destroyed him.
Got fucked up.
Ubi ended up blasting him finally.
Oh shit, I thought you hit red. What?
No, he was going after red. I thought he went after red too, but no, he said green.
Oh, good job, Ubi. Thank you, Ubi. Okay, yep, I'm going after red then. Move everything out of the way so I can see. Okay, so 40, so 74? Plus 34 plus 40 is 74.
74. Yep.
Alright. Oh, 5!
Oh,
No way. Right on.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your d10.
Oh, yeah. 4.
That's four additional successes. So that's 7, 12 successes. And who are you shooting at?
Red.
Well, he's going to take all 12 of those because he failed his physical defense. How do you want to do this one? Because that's 144 points of damage. Even,
Awesome.
and it ignores 100 points of armor, so.
Poor Red. You're no green. Die. Pew 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 pew.
Die. you just lay into him. You slam into him. You can see the light just slamming into him, and his arms come flying off. The head kind of tips off and falls over, and then you hit that core center, and it goes. The blue has it's Blue's turn, so he kind of starts moving backwards into the mushrooms. At this point, because of where he's at, you can no longer see him because of where you guys are in the ship.
Get back out here, you coward!
Took down a building. What makes you think we won't take down a mushroom?
Yes.
He's just moving. You can't see him. That's all.
Oh, you know what? Let's shoot at the mushroom. Let me shoot that
All
mushroom.
right, go for it.
Is it still at 40, or was that for the last roll?
No, it's for your next full turn.
Yes. Okay.
It'll only be a plus 30.
Yeah, yeah. This time it'll only be a plus 30.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that's 23 against 64. That's 2 successes?
3.
23, 33, 43. No, it's 5 successes.
5.
Ooh,
Yep.
nice.
Because you have a skill of 64, and if you count up from 23, so 23, 33, 43, 53, 63. Had it been like a 24, it would have only been 4.
Ooh.
So he's got 2 successes on his defense, so it's a total of 2 that you hit him. That you hit the. Actually, no, it doesn't. Sorry, mushrooms don't get defensive. You blast a massive hole into it. You can see it kind of tipping, but it hasn't
Hey,
quite.
Monica,
fallen.
how you doing?
It kind of like leans up against the other smaller mushroom underneath it. Smoke coming up from it.
Blue, where are you? Gonna shoot it again. Ah, damn it. 98.
Wait, so that's a critical failure.
Damn.
Fuck.
What happened?
That's a good question. I think on a critical failure, I think we just stopped firing for a little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah, you jammed him up. Well, hello, Miss Rem. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Let's see if I can do this correctly. ISO imaginary. Yeah. That's the way I do that, right? I'm still learning how to do this. I don't want to give props. There you go. Make sure you check her out. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. And because we got raided, everybody gets a heroic luck.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Oh, it's Mr. Bidoof, Lord Bidoof. How are you, sir? Yeah, so the guns actually, when you critically fail on those, they kind of shut down and become inoperable. Hello.
Wait, how many heroic looks did we just get? 2?
So no, I've just given everybody 1 because we got raided. Oh, and as an advanced feature, if we reach hype trains, people get more heroic luck, and if we reach this, and then they can also rank up at some point.
Say no more.
Yeah, so your guns are frozen up. You can hear them power down just because yeah, both guns just shut down until they have time to be rested or you repair them. At some point, that the smoke and the fire that's eating away at this mushroom kind of causes it to collapse. Aw, thank you, Ms. Dee. I appreciate that. Kind of just collapses onto itself and kind of knocks into the 2 blue ones. And you kind of see now that it looks like it caught the body of the one that was escaping. So it's trapped underneath the tonnage of these mushroom-like trees. What do you guys want to do next?
Well, since we can't really see anybody, should we just like wait until the building gets done collapsing?
Well, so the building didn't really collapse other than in the orange portion over here, where
I thought it was
Costa had
cascading
been-
down.
It did, and it cascaded this direction.
Okay, so the rest of the building is still
The rest of the building is still intact.
okay.
Get it? Say again?
Should we try to do like a life signal or something of like how many people are still in there?
I think that can be done through the systems operations. They have what's called sensor suite. You can make a alertness or more technological, mechanical, or perception check at a TS of 1 to get general information. The more TSs you get, the more information you receive back about the area. So if you want to try to do that, you can absolutely do that. Mr. Baron, thank you for the 500. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, hype train. All right, hype train.
Hype train!
Everybody gets 10 heroic bucks.
Woohoo!
So worth it.
Okay,
Almost
so
adds the capital.
I have 70 alertness, so
Yeah, so go ahead and roll against your your alertness check.
all right. I got 62, so I only got 1.
Thank you,
Um,
Miss Rim.
Since
You
I
only
just
got
got all
one?
this heroic luck, I'm gonna try again.
All right, go for it.
So that's a lot better.
That's a lot better. So that's 4 successes. So what you find out from this, you get a lot of detail from it. You find in the sensor sweep, you see the one clockwork that's there, and those 2 humans that were there when you guys teleported down have vanished. They're not even on the radar on the sensor sweep. The sensor sweep covers about a mile or so. They're about 1,500 feet actually, and so there's nothing alive or moving inside the hideout at this point.
All the robots are dead.
All the clockworks are dead, except for the one that's right there. That's been trapped underneath these mushrooms. Kind of
Nice.
trying to push.
I can't alert nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody else would have to go through and do helping hands again. We start at the top, which is Yasha. What are you doing?
I'm gonna roll for a helping hand again.
All right, roll for it.
17. Oh, let's see. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. 17. 4. Because of 55.
Co-pilot
Yeah.
coming back around. Ubi, it's your turn.
Gotta help the co-pilot.
Pilot.
I don't think I have the pilot.
Yeah, you don't have any of those that can actually help,
Alright, that was
but you can keep it. You know, you can decide to land it. It's whatever you want to do. You want to do anything on your turn? Or wait.
Yeah, I'll just move the ship better so we can get both cannons in line to shoot
All
at this
3
thing.
cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still fire though. You can fire your the front cannon in front of you. Have it.
Yeah, I'll take a
It's
couple.
got some cover because of the collapsed mushrooms, so you're gonna start off with a -20 because it's got partial cover.
Alrighty. Let's see. I would need. Hold on. What is my modifier again? That is a 16. So 2 successes. Or that'd just be 1 success, wouldn't it?
At this point, yeah.
Alright.
He's not going to get a physical defense because he's trapped. So that 1 defense, you hit him, and I believe you're hitting him with 10 points of damage. So you just hit him with 10.
Nice.
You can see him blasted.
I think I'll end my turn there.
Well, you've
I'm
got
not-
4 shots.
Yeah, you got 3 more shots. Might as
You
well
got
take
3
it.
more shots. Might as well take them.
I don't want to miss him and like hit the thing keeping him down though. Is my thing because I don't have. It's a -10 each shot, isn't it?
It's a -10 of each shot at this point because you guys haven't included multiple strike.
Yeah, we'll just land the ship on top of the mushrooms.
Oh, I think you missed it at this point. Yes.
Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so 60.
Hey, Connor, how you doing?
So that's a 94. I'm rolling again.
94. Yep.
Awesome.
I spent a heroic luck.
Oh no! What did you roll though? What did you roll?
86.
Yeah,
I
that's
hyped you up so good.
I know. I'm spending heroic luck. Come on. Stop being mean.
Fucking
Tourist
buy
like,
you
spend
a
more.
hasn't you guys you're pushing the cannons a little too hard.
Please be nice. Okay, that's better. That's a 37. Oh, what was I rolling against? 'Cause
So you were rolling against a 74.
74. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, a 37 against 74. That's that's 3 successes.
Yeah, this is my little one.
So that's 36 points of damage. Yeah, like I said, you're annihilating the crap out of these mushroom trees, and you're just firing into this thing. And it's just there's dust and there's mushroom pieces flying everywhere. You've actually lost track of where this guy actually is. I mean, the destruction is just overwhelming right here. It's just gone.
Yeah, fuck those mushrooms in particular.
Yeah. Yasha, you just got a heroic luck from Lord Baron.
How dare you try to live and run away?
How dare it? The audacity.
Dusty.
So
So what do you guys want to do?
I say we land this bitch and we go inside and try to look for the antidote. But wait, what about the two on the ship? Should we be concerned
I was
about
gonna
them?
say we should probably send 2 of us. The other 2 of us can keep an eye on the
Why, thank you.
Oh,
loose bahul we have sitting around now.
Well,
As I say,
they've
we're
kind
gonna
of taken up seats in the center of the ship around the table there.
We could just take the key.
One of them is the dude we're looking for, but we don't know the other guy from a hole in the ground. And I don't trust like that.
Trust issues.
Okay, so a couple people stay on the ship and then the rest go down.
That's what it looked like what you guys are getting ready to do.
I mean, if I was a volunteer, anybody stay on the ship and guard it. It'd probably be Katra. She's buff as shit, and I don't think anybody would try to fuck with her.
Send the 2 little ones down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Send the little ones down. Wait, where are the little ones?
I have faith in you, little ones. Time to earn your marks.
So who's going down via the teleport?
I'll go down. Oh, sorry.
Are you gonna go down, Roger?
Oh,
I mean, you got the ship lands. You guys land the ship, right?
Yeah.
More or less. All right. So who is getting off the ship or to go inside? So there's you guys have done so much destruction in this building. So the pink is completely where you destroyed the ceiling and everything and brought it down on those guys. The only entrance that you're aware of there's 2. There is
One on
one
the left.
right here on the roof, and then this one down here. And that roof doesn't look very stable.
I'll tribute. I'll go down too.
I think we could probably have him teleport in here because we just opened that up last time. After dropping the cannons through him, but you know.
Yeah, I'll tribute. I'll go down.
Yeah, I'll go down too. I do have good lock picking skills, so might come in handy.
Uvik, watch the ship,
So
buddy.
Uvnik and you guys. So I'm just gonna switch maps on us real quick. Go to the inside here.
Oh, well, thanks. Got a heroic luck to me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Uvik's watch the ship. Don't let them pick on you.
I'm not paying for this.
He can't kill you if you stay in the ship.
All right.
You
So
can't shoot me if I stay at the ship.
you guys go down and you go through this entrance. I'm gonna pretty much open up the map now because you pretty much destroyed everything.
I think we did good.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Nobody
It's
What
died.
happens
It's
when
a
you give
remodel.
everybody you give the party a big cannon, right?
Yeah.
Big ship. Please go.
Big cannon. So you guys go down and come in through this entrance over here. Who went down? McCann and Yasha?
Can Yasha and Katra said that she was going to go down too.
Yeah.
Oh, Katra, you're going down as well?
Yep.
So you're leaving the pools alone.
No, I thought
Wait.
he was saying.
I'm joking. Alright, so you guys go down, and we'll just use Katra's, so I have that one right here. Katra's token is where you guys are going. So you guys make your way into here, and this looks like the roof above you is slightly cracked. Dust is kind of falling into the air. You're not sure how much longer the cracking wood and stuff will actually succeed there. What you find in front of you here, it looks like there's a main station here. Exploring quickly, there looks like a storage room up in this area up here. And then there's this main area that's got a lot of different books and papers and other things on it. Where do you guys want to go?
Let's
Have a good night, Lord Boof. Badoof.
Night, Badoo.
Noodles.
Well, we gotta find that antidote. Storage place sounds like a place you would hold an antidote.
So is anybody going to stay here and look through the papers?
Yeah, I'll
Hell
go. I'll go look through the papers. Act like I know what I'm looking for.
A piece of rock falls on me and I'm going to die.
Should I have you roll for a charisma check to see that?
Cockerel
that
should
Yeah.
be with her muscles. Is
Just
there?
hop on the
There's
back of
muscles.
Katra.
Yeah, just hop on.
All right, 25 for against 70. 4.
You spend some time going through the paperwork, and one kind of really stands out to you because it has the following information on it. And I'm going to master value.
Oh, by the way, you guys see me pushing my kid over here? There's a bed right here, so I'm not just like pushing her the fuck out of the way.
Get up, kid! No, I'm joking.
This is adult time.
Joe, I just sent you a DM. That's what you find. That's the most important thing that you find. Contra, are you going to go into the storage unit?
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of make your way over here. The roof's one part of the roof back here. You guys right about here kind of collapses in. You don't feel like you have a long time to do this. Go ahead and Contra, roll a charisma check. Let me know how many successes you get.
Do I roll 1, 2 since I'm hitching a ride?
No, it's Contra that's looking for it.
Okay.
You can get off and look. Absolutely.
I'm doing heroic luck because that was a 76 against 53. God, stop. Hitting me. Okay, there we go. 8.
Yeah, so you spend a couple of minutes looking for this thing. The roof collapses here,
Okay.
Oh
Um,
shit!
and
no.
you going through a whole bunch of things. You find several different racks filled with different concoctions. Do you want to take the time to look through all of them, or do you just want to grab what you can and run?
No, I'm just gonna grab what I can and run.
All
Meanwhile,
right. And what was your charisma check? You rolled a what?
I rolled an 8 against 53, so that's 5 successes.
5 successes. All right, very good. You kind of scoop up these racks. You know, they've got different vials on them and stuff like that. Just you start running out there. This part of the roof suddenly collapses.
Oh shit!
Let's do this. You guys can make it out slowly. I mean, you guys will be able to make it out. Katra, you are kind of in control of your character icon on this map. Can you
Yeah.
see it?
Yep.
So each one of those squares is 15. What's your move?
My move is. Where'd you go? Where is?
Yasha, where's Yasha? Yasha, in that time, the roof behind you is collapsed a couple of times. The roof just next to you just collapses, and you can see, and you got that piece of paper, that information. What we'll find out what you're going to do in a second. Kacha, what's your move? I believe it's 25 or 30.
Is it the jump? Jump? I always.
No,
think
it's no. There should be a move at the very top of your character
Top
sheet.
right of the right under initiative.
Oh, 20 plus 20. Wait, total 20. I don't have a modifier.
I think you're actually
I think it's
supposed
40.
to. I think we I know we made a change in the movements, and I think you may not have updated your movements.
No, I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Okay, so the total is 30.
Yeah.
Okay. And it didn't say. So would that be a 10 of a modifier? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, total of 30 feet. So, and each square is 10.
5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so I'm gonna move here for 30.
All right. Yasha, what are
Do
you
like
doing?
a rush or
She can run. She can double her movement for 10 fatigue, which will give her 60. She can run, which will give her a movement of times 3, and then she can sprint which will give her times 4. But that's 10, 15, and then 20 fatigue for her to do it. She's, the Contra could probably do it. It's up to you, Kim. What do you want to do?
Hold on, where's Nakan?
I'm on
The con apparently is hanging on to your neck
Okay.
like a cloak.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the 60 movement. Is that a sprint?
That's a 60. That's a double movement. So go another 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna race over here by Yasha.
All right, Yasha, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. I'm gonna tuck it away like in my coat vest thing, and then I'm gonna go, Kacho, what the heck are you doing? Knocking the place down or what? But as I see her running, I'm gonna make my way to the door also. This way here. Okay, let's see.
All right, so go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Yeah, there we go.
As you move, this part of the building collapses.
Oh shit!
Ah, shit.
All right, coming back around, Uvnik, what do you want to do? Anything? The
I'll
Behold
run.
don't seem to be doing anything other than discussing about what's going on. If you're interested in that.
Can you eavesdrop?
Yeah, I'll go talk to our agent and see what he knows.
So you make your way back there to talk to him, correct?
Yeah.
He introduces himself as Varth. He's like, thank you so much for coming for me. I know that the rebels are needing my information, but we need to get out of here. I'm sure that the commanders or whoever was in charge of this place has definitely informed somebody somewhere, and we need to leave soon.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be heading out here shortly. We're just gathering up the last few things. What do you know? What can you share? As I glance at the other Behold.
I think that is something, and he kind of glances at the other Bahul. I think that's something that needs to be spoken directly to. Hold on. To.
Sorry, I'm taking notes at the game too, so
No worries. To Juza. At the as soon as I can. I feel that's where the best information will be left.
is he the rebel leader?
Yes.
Okay. I can agree with that well enough. My
The other
compatriots
Bahul kind of
should
just, what are you talking about? Say again? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna make the comment that our our fellow compatriots should be busting out through the front door in just a second. I'm hoping they are, because I'm watching. I can hear the roof collapsing in, and they haven't SOS'd us on the communicators yet.
Contra, make me a charisma check.
Okay.
No heroic roll on this.
Oh no.
78 against 53.
This part of the building right here collapses in front of you.
Fuck!
Damn it, Contra.
I'm switching my dice.
You're a critical roller.
Back to you, Contra. It is your turn. And it looks like this area right here is about to collapse.
Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna fucking sprint. Charisma
Okay,
check?
so you're gonna jump over the table.
Yep.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need an agility check from Katra to make it over the table. Nakan, you're going to need a strength check to hold on to her as she does this. Your strength check is gonna be at a TS of 2. Katra, you jumping over the over this desk, it's gonna be an agility check of TS of 2 as well.
Yes, okay.
Why could I be jumping over the desk?
You're holding on to her, babe. Sweet. So you kind of make it and up over this way. Agility check, Nakan, to make sure you're holding on.
Did I spin a heroic luck?
Yes.
I got one success on that. Okay. 1.
You rolled an odd one.
Odd 1.
Nice. So you kind of hold on to that. Go ahead and take back that heroic luck because you did that. You kind of make it over here. So Katra, this was half of your movement. So you still have like 30. You can still move 15 feet or run for 30, or double movement for 30, or run or sprint right up the stairs and out the building. So if you sprint, it'll be 4 times that, which would be 60 feet, and it'll be 20 fatigue.
Okay. Shit. Okay, yep, I'm gonna sprint.
Yeah, because I'm yelling in your ear, you can rest when you're dead,
Okay.
but not now.
Alright, that's against charisma? Or
No.
agility?
You're just gonna sprint. You're just gonna sprint, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right,
that's
that's a movement, not a...
yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of sprint right past Dasha up the stairs and make it out to here, just as Dasha charisma check.
Oh, by the way, meanwhile, Katra's going Mahado. It means children. For the kids.
So, like, when I'm on Katra, can I be trying to, like, contact Uvi and be like, we're out of this bitch, but Yasha's still in there, and I don't know how well he's doing because we barely escaped.
Well, you've already.
So can I spend a luck on that?
On this one, yes.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. Okay, 15 against 70, so that's way better. So it'd be
The roof collapses begins to collapse on top of you, and you kind of dive roll up the stairs. And are you going to run?
No,
You're gonna double
I'm
movement, run, or
actually
sprint?
no, I'm gonna just walk now. No, okay, no, I'm sprinting.
Right, run. And you guys kind of split, and that continues. It kind of collapses here, and then finally collapses this way, and the whole building starts to just like collapse in on itself because of the major structures that you've actually hit. Behind you comes this blast of air and dust just into the area around you. What do you guys
Con
want to do now?
flies off and rolls.
Huh?
The con just flies off and rolls.
Dies.
I guess we should just
all that stuff. Like, thanks.
thanks for the ride. I really helped out over there. Should we just run to the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Be right back.
think I might get a chance to put my best stat to use here in a second.
Oh, nice. What's that?
Can't wait to see it.
Tell us, we must know.
You're gonna find out, because unless he stops me, I'm going to do something generally ill-advised.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Run to the ship.
You running to the ship? All right. You make your way onto the ship. What do you? So we're kind of out of combat. Uvnik, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna help Katra get all that crap onto the table and try to figure out what we got.
Doing what?
But you said she has a bunch of like vials and stuff.
Yeah, she grabbed about 30 different vials, two racks, 15 of each.
Could I possibly make a
I'm still hyped up with the fact that we were just doing this. I'm still kind of coming down from the, okay, we're still rushing.
once we get the stuff like semi-organized on the table, I'm just gonna grab one of the vials. Can I see if there's any like labeling on them, or
There is labeling on them, but they're in what looks like a coded numerical kind of thing, like 01598556-A-A 10-5-32. You know, those kind of things.
All right. Well, I'm going to simply pop like the stopper off on one of them, dip my finger in there, and put it in my mouth.
You're just gonna do that? That's what you're doing.
Yes.
You're just gonna do that. And how and why are you using a skill to try to figure out what happens?
Yes.
Okay.
First, I'm assuming I'm using a poison check to make sure it doesn't just outright drop me.
Damn.
It does have an acrid almond-like taste to you, but it doesn't seem to drop you. Okay, wow. I was hoping you'd give me more time to actually randomly determine this, but all right, here we go. This one tastes, the one that you just picked up has an acrid almond taste. Doesn't have any effect on you. It just doesn't. It's bitter in a sense.
Could I possibly make an alertness check to see if I'm like aware of any internal changes?
Nothing seems to be affecting you. I mean, it's just a bitter taste to you.
Alright, I'll move on to the next one.
You're gonna do this for all 30 of these.
I will ask someone to check to see if we have any equipment that might be a little more reliable than, my mouth.
like in the ship?
Yeah.
Oh, right. What are we just using our mouth for? I'm sorry, I missed that whole thing.
I'm testing potentially dangerous chemicals by dipping my finger into them and going, ugh.
Okay.
Taste testing for the king.
All right. Let's see here. Wasn't expecting this. Wasn't expecting you to do that, but that's what characters do. You never know. All right. Go ahead and do me a favor. Give me the next one.
I just come back and I just hear, is there anything else on the ship that I can use besides my mouth? It's just,
This
okay.
one has like a minty flavor to it. And you kind of after a second, you kind of feel a little bit stronger, but not really.
Just, I even go so far as to just. Oh. Yeah, could you guys potentially look to see if we have any lab equipment we could test this on while I move on to our third one here? I pop the cork off that one, dip my finger in, and start again.
You're making me pull out my cards, writing down 30 different little lines here, and randomly determining what these all go into. Thank you.
So I want to use my search to look around for something so he can test these better.
Unfortunately, this ship is not equipped with a lab.
Well, wait, would the Bahul know like what we're looking for?
So the Bahul has no idea what you're talking about. He's looking at you, Uvnik, and he's just
Like,
are you trying to kill yourself, sir? And the other Bahul
Yeah,
just
for a
goes,
good time, not a long time.
Brakos. Very, very not smart. So you're gonna do the... Are you gonna do the next one?
Yep.
This one has the taste of the flavor of walnut.
Uving's gonna grimace at that and just like, ugh. Nuts.
And you receive 1 health point back if you were damaged. You see a little, one of your wounds kind of like just heal.
It's kind of like sigh, just like, oh, I could probably down that. We'll save that one for later. I forgot I had an alchemy skill. Could I use that in some shape or form?
Do you have an alchemy kit with you?
I might.
If you do, I'm going to set this to the side, and while you're doing that, I will come up with all these so we can move on.
I do have an alchemy set.
All right, so we're going to set this aside so we can start moving on to other things. You take a while, take about an hour, but you think you've come across what seems to be some sort of like antidote. It might be the antidote that you're looking for.
Alright, I'm going to hold that one up and be like, this will probably help. If we can get like maybe a blood sample or something from one of the kids back at that base, that camp, run it with this, we could try to synthesize something for them.
The Khan just looks over with judging eyes. Well, why were you just tasting it before you started testing it?
Need to know if it has good mouthfeel or not. What do you mean?
It's one of the tests.
I'm gonna start making my way back towards the pilot seat. I very obviously pocket the walnut flavored one that like healed me a little bit, and the mint one. I just kind of like very unsubtly just like, ooh.
Do you do this in front of everybody?
Yeah. I'm not like trying to be like sneaky with it. I'm just like I'm holding on to these two. But I will hand off I'll hand off the potential antidote to Katra because I believe in her hands more than mine.
Aww. Mahako.
I saw that little motion Yasha did. I was like, I see you, furball.
Oh, I get it. You just don't want it to be that safe. Totally understand.
Yes, hand it to the person who has the most explosives on it.
Well, I either hand it to her, who's proven she can take a hit time and time again,
Yeah.
or I hand it to the dude who fell in the toilet, or the dude who managed to get spotted by the only robot in the front door.
That was Nakan, not me. Come
Bullshit,
on.
you're the one who
come
opened the door.
He was the one that's small. That's so small that he could probably get flushed down it.
All right. So what do you guys want to do?
I vote that we probably go back to the Gantrus and give them the medicine.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yep.
All right. Are you gonna fly there? Or are you gonna
Yeah.
walk there?
Instant
Fuck that, we
transmission.
don't lie.
We got a ship. Let's give it a
All right.
shot.
Piloting check.
Oh, okay.
TS of 3.
Yes,
This is gonna cover your takeoff, your flight, and your landing.
I got a 13 against 51. So
So yeah, you make it easy. So you whoosh, ship comes up, you fly, you kind of remember which direction did we come from? Who's got navigation? Someone's gonna have to be a navigator.
Not me.
That would be the co-pilot, I believe, or the engineer.
Navigator. Nope, no navigation. Not I.
navigation. I have it, but
Or
it's,
if you have the skill navigation, anyone can use that.
Navigation.
I get one success.
Punch it.
You kind of think you were that direction. You kind of turn the ship and you start making your way that way.
That's okay.
But you're not seeing the lay of the lay of the land below as though you remembered it. You remembered running into this like swamp. You know what? It all looks very confusing because it's a mushroom forest.
Ooh,
Anybody can help you.
I can chime in. Wait, no, that was before. Ooh, can I give a helping hand?
Not on this. What you can do is you can do what's called a cooperative skill check. Basically, what you do is you all roll against your current. If you have navigation, you roll against your navigation skill. Depending on your total number of successes, you can give Uvnik a bonus on that.
Okay,
Shit, I don't have navigation.
that means it's
Right.
40.
So it's
Right.
just base 40?
It's base
Okay.
base 40. Well, it's a base 30 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
No worries. You're at least
35.
remembering something correctly, and that's awesome.
Intelligence. Yasha, are you intelligent?
74, I'm no help.
47.
Wait, did you fail?
Yeah, I got 74.
Yeah, you really know how.
I got
No.
2 successes.
We got 36 against 33.
I'm a team player.
Me and Katra are just like, maybe this way. No, maybe this way. No, maybe this way.
Remember,
That way's up.
there's no I in team, but there's a me.
So here's what happened. So, you're helping Ubi. Katra, how much did you miss by?
By
2, I think.
36 against 33, so 6 by 3 points.
So one success.
Oh, one.
Nakan, how many did you miss by?
I got
You
a,
failed.
yeah. I got a
And then
74.
how many successes did you get, Joshua?
I got 2.
So you suffer a minus 15 to your next navigation check, Uvi, because you've got Katra saying, no, it's in this direction. You've got Nakan, no, it's in this direction. They're arguing. And Yasha's like, no, it's straight ahead. I know it's straight ahead. So go ahead and make your navigation check again at a minus 15.
Sorry, Ubi.
Oh man, my navigation's like almost at a base level too.
You got this.
But it don't matter because I got a 4, baby.
That's a crit. Go ahead and roll your d10. Make sure you grab a heroic buff for that.
9.
Ooh.
9. So that's what's your base skill for your navigation?
46.
Minus 15, so that's
Where's
12
my-
successes. Yeah, you kind of just put your hands up in frustration, like, all right, I know where I'm going. You kind of turn it more slightly, and you make it down. Now it's starting to look a little bit more like it, and then suddenly up over this one ridge, because you're not flying really high. You're kind of flying close to the ground, so you can see where things at. You kind of see these 3 or 4 large mushroom trees break out from the crowd of the other mushrooms, and that's what you recognize as the village of the Gantu.
Just
You
to like
you
wipe my
find a-
forehead.
You find a spot that looks like the ship will fit. And you bring it down, and it doesn't sit easily. You kind of as you hit it. And what do you guys want to do?
I say we open the door, make sure that the chief sees that that's us.
Yeah.
Be like, hi, remember us?
Narcoff.
You notice, Katra, that there doesn't seem to be. When you first arrived, there were a number of children. You're now not seeing any children, and the chief comes up to you and goes, "It's a magnificent ship. I take it that you've stopped the bad Azulas? Yes."
Mahato. I'm sorry. Children. Where are the children?
Most of them are sick, or very sick. We've had to bury a few. I hope you found something.
Yes. Thanks to Ubi here, we found an antidote.
I'm just gonna go up to him. It's like, yes, the syndicate's been dealt with for now. We need one of the kids. We need a blood sample from one of the kids. I can synthesize a proper antidote using what we have.
You need to stab one of our children?
Don't worry, he's not gonna stab. I'll be stabbing. I mean, we're poking. No.
Just a small amount of blood, like a bad, like. he fumbles trying to explain it. Like if you got a fish hook caught in your thumb and had to pull it back out, just that much would be fine.
Okay, how about this? Will this make the chief more happy? Can we get one of the sick adults? Because we just need their sickness.
That's a better idea.
Convince check. Both of you, Ubi and McCann.
Oh, I got pretty good convince.
Well, I got 50 convinced. Let's do this.
I got a 21, so I have 3 successes.
I got a 17, so I got 17, 27, 37, 47. I got 4 successes.
He looks at you skeptically, and he's just. Him can do it. And points right at Katra.
Really? You're gonna choose one of us when we just risked our lives to try to save your village, and we came back to try to save your village. But okay.
I'm gonna
Because I
grab
was one of
Nikon. I'm gonna grab Nikon by the scruff of his fur and like pull him back. He's like, that's fine. She has the vial anyway, so we can just get like
Well,
the tiniest
on
amount of
top
blood.
of that, Katra the children connected with Katra. Through the horns.
Exactly.
So he asks that you follow him, Katra, and he takes you back into one of the rooms, back into one of the mushroom tree bases that's been turned into what looks like a convalescence. There are Gantu, both adult and children, kind of laying on the floor. They all look this palish gray, and he leads you over to one of them, and says, "Do what you must, I suppose."
I'll do my best.
Just go ahead and make an agility check. You fail it, you slice him over.
No pressure, just not remembering the guy I tried to knock out and destroyed.
Put his brain all across the floor.
Okay, well I have an okay agility. So, let's say 36 against 70.
Yeah, you pick up his hand and you gently slice open just a little bit, just like a poke to get some of the blood. Where are you going to put the blood in?
Oh shit.
I still have an empty health vial.
We'll just say you have a vial that Uvnik handed you a vial as you left.
Thank you, Ubi.
Put it in there. And you kind of get some of the blood in there, and she looks at you. That's a lot.
I'm sorry. But it's to find out, it's to figure it out, but we'll do our best to make sure this won't go to waste.
Okay. And then what do you do?
Bring it over to Ubi.
Yep.
Yep. Ubi.
Alright. And I'm assuming my alchemy set doesn't get used up in one shot, so
I think let's see here.
By the way, Contra has never sweated so much in their life right now.
So you have a traveling kit. So that means I think it has a certain number of uses. Yeah, so you have a traveling kind of laboratory. So it won't get destroyed, but supplies will have to be replenished. And it's basically you have to replenish it, and it's a $250 silver piece replenishment cost each time that you have to replenish it. So with your kit, if you had an actual lab, you'd get a skill bonus, but you do not, so you just have a kit. So go ahead and make me an alchemy check at a TS of 3.
I made it because I got a 22 out of 52.
Nice, awesome.
Nice. You take about an hour and you kind of make it. And you get this large like bowl full of the stuff that you've been slowly and meticulously brewing this concoction and this potion and this concoction, this antidote for it. It's an ichor green, smells kind of chocolatey, but it, yeah.
I'm going to very carefully hand this to the chief and just like have your sick ones sip on this, just a little bit for each of them.
Takes the bowl. How much?
Do you have a spoon? A spoon would be fine. Just one spoon
Are
for
you gonna
each.
give him the spoon?
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Give him a big old spoon.
Oh, I'm actually pretty smart. That's a 56 versus an 84, so I got 3.
You get the feeling that maybe it might be better if you show him how to do it. Because what would be a normal spoonful for you may not be a normal spoon. Because remember, these guys are a foot or two taller than Contra.
Right. Forgot about that.
Got
Um,
feet and size.
I'm gonna wave Katra over with me, and I'm going to take back the antidote. I'm gonna have her just like lift him up a little, lift up the first kid we're gonna try this on, and so he can swallow it as I feed him a spoonful.
Contra, are you holding up the kid? Yeah?
Yep.
You give him a a small teaspoon of this. I take it like a like a cough syrup kind of teaspoon, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
All right, you give it to him and stuff like that. Coughs a little bit, swallows it, and just kind of just lays there, helpless in Contra's arms. Nothing seems to be happening. Make an alchemy check.
Let me check.
Alchemy.
That's
Do I
11.
have-
So I got 4.
Oh, I do have alchemy.
You're not sure how long it's going to actually take for this, if this is the actual antidote, how long it's actually going to take to make its way through the whole body and remove any of the toxins and poisons that are inside the body. It could take an hour, it could take days. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna have Katra follow me and move on to the rest of the sick, and see. I'm gonna keep a close eye and see if any of them respond better to it or respond worse.
But when you give it to them all, they're all kind of cough because it's a flavor that they're not used to, but they do swallow it. The adults, as soon as you do that, they drink a small, little bit of water with it and things like that. Katra, are you still holding on to that one child, or did you put him down?
Yeah, so, no, I went with Ubi. I had gently laid the child back down. It was helping.
I mean, it's not like you can't. It's not like you can't carry a child around with you while you're doing this. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'll carry the kiddo, Mahako. I just got that one in the arm and helping with the other. Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Don't hurt yourself, Joe.
So it takes you about an hour, hour and a half. Oh God, I can't move. Oh my God.
No, I say he's scaring the
take
kid
about
like this.
It takes you about an hour to an hour and a half to get around to the number of individuals that are in here. In that time, you don't see any response, even with the child that Katra's carrying.
Do you think they need more?
Yeah. Ubi's clearly.
Why don't you make before you say yeah, why don't you make alchemy checks on this?
Alright, another. That is a 46. I got 1 success.
You're not sure how long it's going to take, but you're not sure if you want to overdose until you see something happen. I mean, I think you made it clear that you gave small teaspoons to the children, but I would assume, I think you would too, that you give a little bit larger of a dose to the adults.
Yeah.
And the time you're done, you've got maybe 2 or 3 more tablespoons of this stuff left.
Should we just wait at night and see how it takes to them?
I have a question. Did their symptoms at least stagnate?
But with a poison, it's very difficult, right? It's not like they're burning a fever or anything like that. And in the hour and a half that you gave them, there's no change in the skin tones, right? When you first came across them, when you first came across the Gantu, they were very brightly colored, and in their looks. Give me a second. Let me look up a note real quick. Give you a standard description of what these guys look like. So most Gantu are sandy to reddish color. They have long dark hair. So the reddish color is like their skin has become this faded red with gray tones to it. so it doesn't look reddish. It looks more like faded out red, like
Like faded
Yeah.
bricks.
yeah, well, kind of like faded bricks, but really faded.
Okay.
Like you can see this grayish tone in all the ones that are poison reds. So what do you guys want to do?
There may be something we're missing.
I'm gonna go to the chief and let him know. While we're pretty confident that this is the right antidote for him. There's no way for us to tell with our current equipment how soon it'll be effective. So, if it'd be all right, could we possibly spend the night again? Katra and I personally can keep an eye on everyone, make sure they don't get worse, and try to see if we can synthesize something more effective in that time.
Well said.
Chief kind of understands what you're saying, and we wait, see if medicine works. In his broken common language, and he speaks common, but it's very broken. So, are you guys gonna stay? So, Uvi and Katra, are you gonna stay the night inside this area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Khan and Yasha, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, I assume that they're going to come back and tell us that, like, hey, we're going to stay the night, see how the medicine works and everything, and keep us informed. What I'm wondering is, how's it Bahul that's, like, on the ship with us, how is he going to react to that information?
What information?
The information of us staying another night in this area that he's unaware of, and he needs all this information.
We need to leave as quickly as possible. While their lives are important, we can't stay for very long because I'm going to play the demon here. That if I was being attacked, I'm sure I would have made sure I sent out some sort of message to other members of the Hazul Syndicate that are, I would assume, that are close by, and requested aid or backup. Which means if that is the case, they will be arriving with a ship soon.
Is our ship hidden, or?
Well, it's not camouflage, that's for sure. But it's the way Uvnik kind of did it. He kind of landed in a larger opening, like a large glen-like area, right, and set it down in there. So it's not hidden per se. And who knows? Maybe it can be tracked.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that.
Well, I have an idea. Well, since that guy needs to get back as quick as possible, and I don't want to leave this village like this. I don't want to leave children like that. What if you guys took them back, and me and Ubi stayed behind, and then caught up to you guys later?
Or is there any space stations around that he can take off from?
Nope.
No, it's a barren planet. Okay.
No, it's not a barren planet. It's just there's no void stations. There's no like docks on Newfound. It's just so Newfound is a gas giant in a sense, and it's got these different layers. The deeper you go, the more toxic and more gaseous it becomes. But on the outer edges of it, at the upper atmosphere, before you reach out into the void, are these huge floating like islands that sustain life around the planet, around the world.
Okay, then I agree with Katra.
I agree also.
Yeah,
So, I
Ubi's
guess-
gonna see this through.
Me and Yasha are taking the people back to the rebels.
All right, so let's make sure that you guys understand. You're going to fly a ship that you all have basic piloting with to another location without the other team members of your team. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah, I think that's our plan.
I think so because we don't want to start a fight with the rebels, and we understand that this is a very personal thing, and this was just kind of like a side mission that we were doing for the antidote and stuff.
All right. While you guys are talking on the ship, everybody make an alertness check.
Ooh, 24 out of 70.
Okay, so that's 5.
I just DM'd you, Hilarious, with a question.
No, you couldn't.
Damn.
I just
Well, you
have
know what?
one success.
I will give you the opportunity to try that, but the
I thought he was hurt.
TS success, the number of required successes is going to be 8. So you would have to crit on it, but you can try it. Absolutely.
Yeah, let me roll. Let me
Yasha, what did
roll.
you get?
I just have one success.
All right, so 5, 4, 1. Katra, make a alertness check for me, please.
Barely 5.
As you guys are talking about this, you hear the distinct engines of another void ship coming down on top of
Oh shit.
Accurate reactions.
What do you want to do?
Gonna race out to see who it is. I'm ready to fight.
So you're gonna get
That might
you're
cause
gonna
damage to the village.
so all this entire discussion, Katra, just to let you know. Well, where was the discussion taking place? Was this taking place over your comms on your wrists, your portable comms? Was it being taken place inside the convalescence area, or was this taking place on the ship?
I assumed it was over comms.
Yeah, comms.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think
So,
the comms allowed the convalescence
you-
area.
Okay, very good. So that's fine. So, Katra, do you put the child down and rush out, or do you rush out with the child?
I put the child down gently,
Oh,
and
I
then I
figured.
rush out.
Right. You make out the distinct. So who's all rushing out? Anybody rushing out besides Katra?
I'm just gonna go far enough to like poke my head out from the doorway and see if I can spot anything.
Nakan?
Does the ship have like sensors or something? That
Yes,
can-
absolutely it does.
Then I guess I'm gonna use one of the sensors on the ship to detect what kind of ship it is.
So that would be your sensor suite.
I don't have that as a skill.
Well, it's part of the systems and being a systems
So what does that go off of?
operator. It's a systems operator, so it would be alertness, lore tech, or perception check at a TS of 1.
Okay, I can do alertness.
Okay.
34 off of 70.
So 4 successes.
Yeah.
You get the reading of the ship that's coming in, of the void ship that's coming in. It's not registering a bad signal or a negative signal. And then suddenly coming across the comms, you hear a voice that you've heard before. You hear. You hear O'Keefe's voice coming across. Are you are
O'Keefe, who was that again?
That's the
That
dude
was-
we rode in with.
Yeah,
Right.
the captain, isn't it?
right?
Oh, okay.
The captain of the Venture.
Yeah.
Venture to unidentified void ship.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, shit, I recognize your voice. Is this the guy that we flew in on with?
Yes, it's captain.
Okay. No, I know. That's kind of what I'm asking.
Oh.
Because it sounds
Is-
familiar.
O'Keefe.
This is...
I don't know if are you asking in character or for your own information.
No, in character.
So in character, it's the Khan. Is that you?
Yes, this is Nakan, one of the guys that rode in on. We have the man in question. I forget what his name is. Varth. Agent Varth.
Very good. Very good.
But-
We will give us a moment. We need to land.
Very well. We were at a village with Gontus, and we are trying to help them currently, so we will disclose everything once you get down.
Yeah. So when you guys get, you guys kind of break up the comms, and the ship kind of finds another small location where it can kind of. Then about 20 minutes later, Captain O'Keefe arrives and goes, "Huh? I knew some Gantu lived here, but this is interesting. Where is everyone?
Who's he talking to?
Whoever's out there, I assumed it was you.
I
Yasha,
was
are
talking
you
to
out there? Are you on the ship? I mean, so this is what happens. Captain O'Keefe lands their ship, and then about 20 minutes later makes their way into the village, and is looking around and is like, hello?
I guess
And
before that, I should probably contact Katra and Uvi, because I thought Yasha was on the ship with me.
that's what I thought.
I am.
And so I thought Yasha would probably hear that whole conversation.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Then yeah, I would probably contact Katra and Uvi through comms and be like, hey, the ships are friendly. It's O'Keefe. He's coming in. Don't attack. So that way they're not stressed.
Thank you, Colin.
Is anybody going to meet O'Keefe out in the center of the village? I mean, they just walk into the village. I mean,
Well, I'd probably go out because I know, and
all right.
they're already outside, so
You,
Uvi's
uh,
gonna head out the door.
I'm gonna radio over comms. Like, do you have a lab on your ship?
a lab? No, it's a small ship, much like this one that you. Whose ship is this?
Ours. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to
Are
know.
There's
you, are,
a-
are you saying that across the comms?
Yes.
I wouldn't be so snipe if I were you.
'Cause I'm trying to work on something, and I'm a little frustrated with the lack of lab material at the moment.
Unfortunate, we don't have a lab with us. Small transportation ship. And you say this is yours, and for me not to worry about it. All right.
That's ours now.
Hopefully Where did you get it from?
We stole it.
Found it.
We fought for it.
From where?
It was for sale.
Well, you know where your girl came from? The one we just rescued?
Oh, you found the hideout. Then.
Yes.
And I take it this is their ship.
Yeah,
Our ship.
our ship
Have
now.
you have you disabled any type of devices that might allow them to track you?
That's a great question that you should.
Well, then
solve.
maybe you should figure that out. Where is Varl? Captain O'Keefe has now taken came in friendly, and with Susquehanna has now taken on this entire thing of, all right, you want to play that game? I will give me Varl, then I will leave. And good luck to you.
Did we piss off the captain?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
But we got the guy. Why are you mad?
Great. Well, I have been part of the rebels since its inception. I've earned my rank. Perhaps a little dignity would have behooved you best.
Yes,
For
you
now?
earned your rank, but yet you hired us to do this, and we completed our mission, and now
Right.
you're
I was just
complaining
asking
about
Someone
you.
grab the rat man.
I was just asking you about where you got the ship, and was faced with none of your business. Don't worry about it. All right.
I apologize, Captain. We're a little stressed here. You're right.
I understand that.
We should have given you a little more respect. Sorry about that.
Uvink will come out and apologize face to face because that was rude of him, and he's adult enough to recognize that, but he's also trying. This is the part where I'm going to have Uvink come out and be like, "All right, I have an idea. Sorry about the snark, but I'm gonna need some help.
What?
I'm going to attempt to synthesize a more potent antidote for the poison this tribe is suffering under using my own blood."
Interesting. Using your natural resistance to poisons, I think.
Yes.
Give me a few minutes. He kind of then turns and leaves. About 35, 40 minutes later, he arrives, and he's got a small clockwork with him. This is Ramkin. Maybe he can help.
I'm gonna kind of skeptically look at him. He's like, "All right, put my faith in you, Captain."
So Rankin kind of looks at you and goes, in a clockworky kind of grinding voice, looks at you and goes, what are you trying to do? What can I assist you with?"
Plan is to draw out my body's natural poison resistance and use it to amplify the effects of the antidote that we acquired for this the poison that's afflicting this village. What do you need from me?
You have an alchemy kit, correct?
Right?
Let's put it to the use. And it kind of clink clanks over to the to wherever you have your alchemy kit and goes, "I can assist you. Let's begin." Over the next couple of hours, you're going to make a 2 alchemy check.
All right.
One to start it, and one to make sure you don't fuck it up. In doing so, the clockwork. Right here.
Somebody
says
stop
that-
me, because I'm critting.
He kind of looks at you, goes, and he starts telling you things. And in doing so, he gives you a plus 50 to your alchemy check. I rolled a
Thanks.
critical success on his alchemy check.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice one.
Alright, so I got an 8 on the first one, so I definitely passed that.
And then that was on the first one.
Yeah.
A couple hours later, not so bad, but not as good as the first one. He gives you a plus 25 to your next check. I only got 4 successes on that.
And we got another 8, baby.
So over 2 hours, you kind of concoct this small little batch of more potent antidotes. So this is all happening as evening begins to encroach, and as before, began to say we must make our ways inside. They all bring you this very fetid smelling soup It's got um, these long, thin noodles. Um, looks like chopped up mushroom and some sort of other vegetable. Um, the chief brings one to each of you and says, "Claw," and hands you these bowls.
Konnichiwa. Thank you. I
Do
appreciate
you,
this.
do you eat? Do you begin to eat?
Of course, I begin to eat. I trust this chief.
And he's smiling at all of you. And he's eating it. And as he's eating it, you see the noodles begin to move.
Oh no.
Yes.
And he
How
looks
big are
he
these
looks to each of you and is like lifts his bowl as though he's indicating join him. And all the other Gantu have gathered into the little areas and stuff like that, where in all your different separate areas, and they begin eating it, and they're looking at you like, "Why aren't you eating?" And they're like, they say something to each other, and they look at you, and
I mean, I'm tiny.
one of them
Who's
kind of
eating
brings up,
bugs?
one kind of brings up his bowl to whoever's not eating. He gestures like he wants to trade bowls, like maybe his tastes better than yours.
Link's face like lights up seeing the moving noodles. He's just like, he like scoops up some and like, can I see if it's like a worm or?
It is a type of, it's a type of worm. Exactly what it is, you're not exactly sure.
There's a certain
They're,
level
they're,
of
they're a brightish blood colorish red. They're about 8 inches long.
there's a certain level of just like unreasonable excitement over seeing the moving noodles, and Ubank just digs in.
Live prey.
Exactly. Oh.
Who's that? Who's eating?
Contra
Uve.
looking over at Uvi, like, well, he makes it look good.
Yeah, Yasha is too.
Khan kind of pulls one out, and it's just like 8 inches, and it's like a quarter of the way down, and he's like kind of wondering how the hell he should start eating this.
Big bite.
And one of the Gantu look at you and does the same thing, and he pulls it up and he opens his mouth and just drops it in.
Then I pull it up and open my mouth and try to copy him, and then
The flavor is very much like a cabbage stew, for the most part, flavored with a type of almost like a mustardy green flavor. If you've ever had mustard greens,
I mean, being a bounty hunter and being kind of like a wanderer, I'm kind of used to bad
eating
flavors.
whatever you can come across. Sometimes.
Exactly. So this probably tastes kind of good to me. So I'll keep on chowing down on it.
Ubank clearly has no reservations about eating this.
No, you've pretty much scoffed yours, and you see it like happy looks coming from those Gantu that are around you, and they're like, and then someone brings over another another large, almost like bucket, but it's like a wok. You know what a wok that's got a handle on it, and they bring it over. They just slap more into it.
Ubank's just like, oh, come here.
As you guys are eating and you guys begin to settle down for the night, I do have a question for you, Patrick. Did you go back and grab that same child, or
Yes.
did you just okay?
Yes, I did.
While you're eating, you've got the child in your hands, in your arm here, and you're eating. The younger child moves and kind of groans, and you take a look and you see that their color is starting to come back.
Yeah, Ubi.
Uvi, look.
He's gonna look over, noodles hanging out of his mouth.
Wiggly worm just flapping around.
Their color is coming back.
He's gonna like kind of deflate with like some unseen tension that he'd kept bottled up till then, just like, thank fuck. Like, obviously can't get that out of his mouth.
Right.
So over the next 8 hours, as the night passes and you guys do this, you begin to see that they all seem to slowly come back to combat. All but one of the adults. It may seem like it may have been too late for them. And the next morning, as you guys do that, as you guys watch this, you see the Gantu kind of gather around them in a. They sit in like a kneeling position, and their hands are clasped for them, and then the chief kind of comes to what would be the head of the kind of raises his arms up, and they start chanting this deep it's a very deep resonating sound, but very melodious in its sounding to you. All of you make willpower checks.
Okay.
Willpower.
I don't know if this would make any difference, but Nakan is very spiritual, so he kind of goes up and copies them, but does not make the noise. But willpower. Ooh, nat 6 of 88.
Uvi,
6 successes.
Katra,
1 success.
Dasha.
5 success.
Of all of you, you're all very, very spiritually moved. But of all of you, Katra feels a tear run down his cheek, as though this is speaking to them in a deep, deep spiritual level.
I can feel it.
And then they wrap the body up in a very tight, using the blankets that were there, wrap them up in a very tight, almost mummification kind of thing. They bind the body at 3 places, around the feet, around the midsection, then around the chest, keeping the hands in. And they lift the body up gently and they move to outside. And do you follow them out?
Yeah. Uving's going to.
Is the ritual kind of like following them, like the crowd?
No, just these 3 or 4 plus the chief that are moving out there. And when you kind of look out there, you see that there is a large funeral pyre that's been established, and on it, it looks like there's a number of these bodies. And a few minutes later, the chief says something you don't quite understand, and suddenly the crowd kind of lights these torches, and then each one by one walks up and throws their torch into the pyre, and they move around. They make this circle around the pyre, and they all, those that are outside, begin the same chanting that they were doing prior, with the chief saying those kind of things.
I'm just standing there watching, so.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Uvink would like to approach the chief after they've seemed to hit like a lull or maybe stopped with their ritual, and he just bows deeply, like at the waist, and apologizes for being unable to save everyone.
He nods. It seems like after the the pyre is still burning, it's gonna take a good 8-9 hours for it to completely burn. If Captain O'Keefe goes, well, now that has taken place, we need to get moving. We need to move Alvaro back to the rebel base. However, there's been a change in plans that I received last night. It looks like that you've been requested, should you choose to continue to work with us, rendezvous with our new command ship that we've just come across, that has landed in our hands. It's called the Vasman.
Is that
Huh?
is that the one that we stole, or is this a different ship?
All right. So the ship that you have, I've named the Swift. You can rename it if you so like. The ship that O'Keefe is piloting is the Venture, and the command ship is Vasnik.
Okay.
And because the Hazula Syndicate made a big strike against us last night and seems to have destroyed our void base, our void station base, and we're going mobile.
Have we already received our payment?
No, we haven't.
Then I'm a bounty hunter and I work for money, so I'm just gonna kind of question him, just like, so what about our payment for this mission before we even start another mission?
Well, I'm sure that once you make your way to the Vasnik, what's his name? Druzza will have the payment from Druzza, and the rebels will be there. It's our new mobile rebel base, as you might call it.
Very well.
I don't have the funds. I was not given the monies or the silver pieces to pay. I was only supposed to bring you here.
I understand that. I was just making sure that we weren't going on another mission before we got our reward for this mission.
You'll be rewarded there, I suppose.
Very well. If we go there. If everybody's up to it.
What do you guys want to do?
Moving thinks, why not? These four other individuals have proven dependable in the worst case scenario and good company in the best. So if everyone else wants to go, he says gun it.
Yeah, it seems like the tragedy of the tribe being poisoned is taken care of. So. I'm so sorry. Katra is ready for finish out the first. Let's do it.
Yeah, Yasha agrees. Can't go anywhere without your pilot.
Captain O'Keefe goes, well, I'll fly. We'll leave together and give each other cover should we need it. And
Will we be taking our own ship?
he's gonna fly the Venture. He's assuming that you guys are gonna take your ship.
Okay.
I mean, he's even saying that he will take Vareth as well.
Okay.
The other Bahul kind of just, the hell am I gonna do? And Captain O'Keefe goes, well, we can always use strong hands should you wish to join us. Do you pay? When we can. Well, then I will help you when I can. And he kind of makes he walks off and goes to the other ship. Captain O'Keefe, spit roast, says we should be leaving soon, and I will reach out to you when I've prepared my ship for flight. As you guys begin to do that, the chief brings you a large bundle of wrapped up in these really well done textile-like rugs, and he holds them out. Looks at Yasha, then looks at Nakan, then looks at Uvnik, sighs and goes, "Too small." Looks to Katra, hands this big thing to you. Do you take it?
Yes.
What do you want to do with it?
So it's like a rug, you said, or is it like?
Well, it's a woven textile like rug, um, uh, similar in fashion to Navajo rugs. I guess is probably the best description I can come up with.
Okay.
And it's wrapped up, and you can feel items in it. Like there's items in there.
So Contra takes it and says, "Thank you," and just holds it. And feels like it would be rude to just start going through it right then and there.
Gee, let's go through it. Hey, look what I got, right? Okay, so you kind of hold it off. All right, very good. Do you guys want to get on your ship and leave? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I thank the chief of the village for the items, and I get on the ship and leave.
You get on the ship. Uvnik, I guess you're getting on the ship. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna offer like one last goodbye before I follow Nakan up the ramp.
All right, Yasha.
Yeah, Yasha's gonna wave goodbye and load up to you.
All right, Katra.
Contra's gonna say bye to the children and to the chief and the wife that he met, and just saying thank you and.
You as you're saying goodbye to the children, the one that you were holding comes up to you and grabs your hand and kind of pulls your hand away from the object that you have and turns it over and puts their hand in the middle of it, and you hear them speak Udani.
What happened?
It's not a troll. It's not a troll language. It's not in a troll language.
Yeah. But, so, what happens when they do that, or do I?
No, they just put their hand in there and they're holding on to it and they say Udani, 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 and the chief kind of walks over and Udani, Udani. Best word to describe brother.
Oh. Hold on.
Family, brother, family, I believe is the right word.
I don't have a word for family, so I'm gonna say home. Way too.
And they kind of, the children then take off running, and the ones that are moving, they don't take off running, but they're moving about much easier after the last 8 hours. And then the chief, before you leave, Ubi, comes over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Thank you for helping us."
Uvang's just gonna he's gonna smile and like pat the hand on his shoulder. I wish I knew like how to better connect with people. This would be better. What would be a word for friend?
And Rakesh,
Yeah.
let me pull open the dictionary.
I basically just want to be like anytime, my friend.
So there's a term of endearment between friends that is, its name is Ravel.
Bravo.
Ravel, Rhavel. Should you ever want to use it? It's a term of endearment between friends. It's akin to dude or bro, like no problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pat the hand and just be like, anytime, my Ravel.
And with that, you guys load up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it is 11 o'clock. I don't know if you guys want to keep continuing. It's up to you. Do you still feel good?
I'm
Yep.
okay if everybody else is.
Yeah, I'm so good to play. I just need a bio break.
All right, let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a bio break. And then when we get back, we need to do some housekeeping. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Okay. We're taking a quick bio break.
Okay.
I'll break, Joe. If you missed that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was like, oh, I'm back. Whoa, where'd everyone go? Hey, Kyle, how you doing tonight? And also my person in Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, tonight is Legend of Kralis, and Talaris Game Master is the one that made this game. It's kind of like somewhat like D&D, but in a whole different style. So hopefully you're enjoying it so far. And he does do a lot of one-shots too. I mean, if you want to go and give him a follow, give him a like. And he does have a Discord too, so if you give him a follow, he'll definitely add you to your Discord. And his name's Talaris Game Master.
What's up, Joe?
How's it going?
Not too bad. Fuck, I need to drink with these things more often. I'm a lot more talkative. Drinking my Ciroc.
Oh, nice, nice.
Every single time you see me raise a red cup, that's when I'm taking a shot.
Oh, gotcha. Me, I'm just sticking with the Wiser.
Budweiser?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see that in your hand every now and then.
that's awesome.
Oh fuck, what kind of mug is that? That's fucking awesome. Shit, now you... Okay. Since we're trying to be fancy up in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there you go, there you go. Yeah, gotta pull out the.
Yeah. The Legend of Zelda mug.
Yeah. And
Be a
plus,
little bit better than just a red solo cup.
plus, if I was being fancy, my pinky would be up. No. There you go. Since Mr. Devon's gonna be out for a week and a half,
No, what the fuck?
unless if he gets
Should be
called
like
in,
Hawaii or something.
he's gonna get called in tomorrow.
Nah, I am not contactable.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because Kim has like 2 different cups here too.
Somewhere on your machine or in paper, the sheets I gave you about what you can do is while you're on the ship.
Yeah, I lost that paper. That's why I had to ask you.
Okay. So you guys are going to need them for the next section here.
Is that for the gutter or the Swift?
So you should have the gunner for the Swift, and you should also have the Swift.
I have
So let me do this.
I do have my pilot page.
Yeah, I got co-pilot and the Swift. So I'm good.
I'm lacking.
Right. So you need to make sure that you have those. Which ones are you missing, Brandon?
I don't know where any of mine are actually right now.
Okay. So do you want to take up the engineer or the systems
Alright,
operator
guys.
position?
Can you send me both?
Sure can.
Not yet. I lied. I'm sorry.
Because here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the main chat. I'm going to put all of them in the main chat, and I'll pin them. That way they're always there. Because you're going to need these from now until the ship is destroyed or you die, or we play something else. So they're all pinned, and then let me get the
Nice.
Swift. And I'll pin that one in there as well. And then if you go up to like in our message, you go to the pinned messages. They're all there.
Awesome. Yeah. And when joining us, we're just playing some
It's actually
Legend of
been,
Kralis.
been there for a while.
It's a whole different style of D&D.
Yeah.
Tolaris Game Master is the one that created this game, and it's actually
So those are all the things you're going to need. You're going to need those for the next. While you're on the ship, always have those, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm downloading all of them.
We could end up in a space battle or those kind of things like that. Just never know. So let's do this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Let's do this. Kim, when you're ready, I need you to do two D100 rolls. So tell me the first one.
1?
You got a 1,
Yeah.
an odd 1.
Oh, 2 D100s?
Yeah, 2D100.
Sorry.
We're rolling on a chart, so I need a D100.
Okay, sorry about that. $59?
All right, and roll it again.
Oh, 9.
I think I picked my position. But
Okay, it doesn't matter to me. I just that way you know which position you want to do. All right, Joe, I need the same from you. A D100 roll first, and then another one.
all right. First one is 90.
90.
Yeah, and second one is 61.
Wow.
Yeah, those are my awesome little dice.
That makes me nervous, Joe.
All right,
You're telling me.
Brandon, your turn. Roll a D100, and then another D100.
so I got a 10
Okay.
and a 70.
All right, Stoic, your turn.
29 and the 34.
All right, very good. That's the information I needed. All right, so you guys ready to get back?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Bring it on.
I'm ready.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Let me get the mic out of the camera's view. We're back. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Our friends.
And I wish everybody would stay. That was awesome for the Raiders. Yeah, so what I've started to do is if we get raided, that's a heroic luck to everybody. If we make the first level of the hype train, everybody gets 10 heroic luck, and if we get another one, I'm giving 1,500 merit to everybody that's in the stream for that time. So that works, yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
Let's do this. You're going to need to go ahead and you guys are all ready to go. Do you guys want you're in the ship? What do you want to do? Is there anything before you take off that you want to do?
Fink is going to take the captain's advice and immediately suggest, hey, we're going to want to make sure we don't have anything tracking us.
Yes, that's a great idea. How do we find
And I will say, we get those hype trains because of the kindness and generosity and the magnanimousness of the Lord Baron.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Baron.
I think I knew that guy once. No.
Yeah, you knew him once.
Thank you, my good sir.
Thank you.
So, what you're going to need to do is, if you're going to search for this, you guys are going to need lore tech checks.
Ooh, lore. Oh, let's see.
Shit.
What the heck is a lore?
All lore, monster, and demon.
Well, you can do the lore. You can do the lore tech checks as untrained, so it'd be 30 plus your intelligence modifier.
30 intelligence.
So if each of you are going to need to roll this once.
Yasha, what's your intelligence?
As you guys kind of like move about the ship looking for any devices that might be used to track you.
36.
34 against 33.
7.
Alright, Contra fails.
7 against 37, so 3.
3. Uvnik,
I've got 28 versus 36. So, uno.
1. And we'll wait for Nakan. Nakan, I need you to do a lore tech. Do you have lore tech by any chance?
No, I don't have lore.
All right. So it's going to be an untrained, so it's going to be 30 plus your intelligence modifier.
It's gonna be 35. I got a 99.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Nakan gets lost in the ship. Somehow gets turned around. You guys spend about 3 hours looking for this, and you do not find what you think you're looking for.
Let's see.
Moving's
I
gonna
have
dust
to
off his
guess.
hands and be like, well, I didn't find anything. I'm pretty sure there's something, but I didn't find anything.
We're looking for the beacon right now, correct?
Some sort of beacon or some sort of item that might allow them to find you.
Nope, I don't have nothing. I got nothing special. Let's see.
I could try punching things and hoping it-
You're hoping that you
Oh,
don't
gosh.
damage the ship, and hope it randomly you hit the right spot, right?
right?
Ship detonate in 5 seconds.
Well, it was nice
With
to
all-
be at it.
With all due respect, Katra, I saw what happened when you tried to knock a man unconscious by punching him.
That happened
I don't want to
twice.
see. I don't want to see what happens when you punch a ship.
I do have
Man,
I do
you
have
see what you
tracking
did
as a
to
skill. Can I
Yeah,
track
what?
the tracking? No.
Yeah, that won't work.
Can't track the tracking? No.
Can I track the tracker? Well, if this was out in the real world or out in the wilderness, maybe.
Well, didn't we have some way to jam like signals in the when we were fighting the building?
You can jam something else's signal, but you may not be able to jam this signal. These signals.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, right? It's not like you can jam your own signal. I understand what you're saying, but it's not like in the same sense of jamming. Well, hold on. You know what? Let me look. Because that's not a bad question. I just don't think we have. I don't think I wrote anything like that. Give me a second. It would definitely be in the systems operator, I think. Jam them up. Yeah, so you can attempt to jam the signals of other vehicles, communications, or specific communications of other beings, but you can't target yourself. I mean, you could. Yeah, no, you can't jam your own. Yeah, no. I understand what you're saying.
I have search. I can search.
Wait, I have church.
Well, it's not only it's a matter of searching. Okay, I'll allow you guys to do your searching, your searches. But it's also if you find something, did you find the right thing, right? So let's go ahead and do this. I will let you do a search. You're all going to need a requirement a TS of 5 minimum to find some sort of weird item.
I'm still gonna try to search along with them.
Guess who got a 2, baby?
You rolled an odd 2.
I got a 40.
Yeah, so Yasha just walking around, just looking around like, nope, cannot find nothing. Because he did horrible.
On a toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush. I got a 15 against 49. I see buttons. Lots of buttons.
Lots and lots of pretty buttons.
There's so many buttons.
Yasha, if she reels a fist back, I need you to stop her. Throw a cannon in front of her if you have to.
Nick, you spend some time taking a little bit longer of a search throughout the ship, and you come across 5 or 6 items that are about the size of Katra's fists. That you're not sure what they are, but they seem to be not really attached to the ship. In fact, they I'm sorry, what?
Didn't Ubi get an odd too?
That's what I'm saying. Ubi did. Ubi found these objects.
Did you roll your blow up dice?
Would I need to?
The 10 dice to get more.
You
success?
can. It gives you more successes. But but in the ultimate of the search, you find these 4 objects that are about the size of Katra's fist. They're roundish in shape, and they have this sliding button that goes up and down. Currently, it's down on all 5 of these objects. This is my favorite music. This one right here.
This is a good song.
Is it?
Nope, at the Summertime Feast.
Nice.
So what do you want to do?
There's the round fist-like sized objects with the sliding button that goes up and down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with my luck, it'd probably be some kind of grenade, and the moment I flip that up, it's gonna go off in my hands. I think we should set them to the side for now,
This is what they look like.
and just like keep an eye on them. Yeah, that's a grenade if I've ever seen one. Uwe's just gonna be like, I don't know really what these are, so until we can ask somebody who's infinitely more knowledgeable on these not grenades, I say we don't touch them.
I have an idea.
Here, I'm gonna show you guys what he's talking about.
Since
This little thing right here.
O'Keefe seemed to know about tracking devices and everything, could we contact him and see what he thinks about these devices that we just found?
That's a good idea.
I'll roll with that.
Great idea. Who's gonna do it?
I mean, Ubi found them.
Uvenk has it in his hand. He'll call.
How do you call? I
Um,
mean, you know how do you? I mean, it's not like, well, how do you dial the number? No, it's how do you call? How do you reach out? Right? You know that on the communications at the pilots, there's
yeah, I'm gonna
there's a
hit.
big round shiny red button that says communicator.
I'm gonna send out a signal, and hopefully reach them. Assuming they haven't gone too far from us already. Be like, Captain, this is Pilot Uvang. We've come across 5 sphere-like objects with a sliding switch on them on the ship. Would I be able to like send an image of them to him?
No. You don't have. There is a thing that you could do that with, but it's not on the ship.
Okay. I'm just gonna describe them as close detail as to what I'm looking at.
Captain O'Keefe here. Sounds to me like you're describing what's called thaumic explosive devices.
Uvang's just, I fucking knew it.
As long as you don't move, each of the different devices have different ways of being activated. Some have buttons, some have sliding devices, and some you pull a pin out of. If what you described to me is what you're saying, these are sliders, means that you have, once activated, you must throw them immediately. I would put those in a safe spot.
That was the intention. Thank you, Captain. We'll be taking off to join you shortly.
Did you find any devices that might be tracking you?
That's what I was gonna ask.
No, we didn't spot anything that seemed out of the ordinary.
Are you sure?
We're making a comfortable assumption. Unless you want to turn around or possibly meet us before we get to the base and have a look at our ship.
I'm currently orbiting the farm, waiting for you.
Alright. If it would make you and the rest of the Resistance more comfortable, we'd like to have you step on our ship and take a look, see if there's anything that might stand out to you.
So do you want to meet me in orbit, or do you want me to land?
We'll meet you in orbit.
Alright, piloting check.
That is a 16, 55, 4 successes.
So with ease, you get the ship up, and you kind of set the engines, and within a few seconds, you're orbiting and catching up to the Venture. Make another piloting check that you can align your ships up in a way that would allow you for him to come over.
Yeah, 1 success.
Yeah, you're too far apart, and he's like, this isn't going to work. We're just going to have to hope that there is no device.
Can Contra just interrupt really quick? If there was one, what would we be looking for?
Generally, they are small tokens about the size of a silver piece. They tend to be of a bright silver or a bright or a well-polished looking like stone. And generally, they'll be hidden in places that would be very difficult. I would check the 1 or 2. I believe your engines run on thaumic batteries. I would check the battery containers.
I'll go check their tiny little spaces.
And he begins to kind of move off and gets up further outside of the orbit of Mufan. Because here's the he kind of gives you this descriptive navigational star path where you need to go. And you've operated a Hadaro drive before, correct? never operated a Hadaro drive? A Rift drive?
I think we've all been flown by other people before.
Uvnik, are you in the pilot's chair?
Yes.
And he begins to give you instructions on how to do this. What you're going to do is you'll end up creating a rift that will project out in front of you. It will be a large white-like object. It'll be a circular kind of portal, and you will fly into that. We have several hours to travel. You will be entering the rift dimension, and in doing so, you need to make sure that you come out every couple of hours. Otherwise, your ship could be destroyed inside due to the hostilities within the rift.
Stokes just gonna nod in agreement, like that sounds like a good idea.
And just as O'Keefe opens up his portal, you can see it gets to about the size of his ship, just large enough for his ship to fly through, and he flies through it. As soon as he does that, it just the portal closes behind you.
I think I'll go ahead and radio Nakan and see if he's spotted any of those silver pieces that are not silver pieces.
Yeah, I forgot that I'm crawling in like all little spaces near the engine battery thing.
There's 4 of them if you on the ship, right? There's so the engines are on the outside, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 engines. So one engine is next to the portal for you that you use for teleportation, and then just down below that there's another one and on either side. So go ahead and make a search check TS of 4.
All of us or just Nakan?
Come on.
Just Nikon.
Okay, since it's a new day, I want to use my ability, which is do a reroll for free once a day.
Right?
39.
You will need 4 successes.
Yeah.
Alright, so you don't find anything in the first one, go to the next one. So you're going to need to do it 4 times. If you fail on all 4 times, you do not find it.
Alright. 24 out of 50.
Still not enough. You will need to roll 14 or less.
You can do it.
66.
That's
Okay.
a failure. Last one.
One more.
Come on.
I'm gonna use a heroic luck. Let's try this.
Alright.
Let's get one more roll. Nope. Oh, 58. I lost.
You spend what seems like 30 minutes going through each one of these, through each one. So you spend about 2 hours as you're floating around Newfoundland trying to find this thing, but you don't come across anything. Hey Azaz, thank you for joining us.
Does anybody else come to help me look?
He's gone. He's gone for 2 hours. So Patra, when you get back into where these engines sit, you're too big.
Aw.
I mean, literally, it's about a 5x5 room, and the atomic battery container takes up 95% of each of these spaces. The only person who could actually have done any type of searching would have been Nakan.
What about Yasha? Is he too big?
Yasha's not too big, but
Yeah.
you've spent 2 hours. You have spent 2 hours searching for this. Do you want to continue the search?
Well, it's going to be a few hours for the slip space to get done, isn't it?
No, you didn't fly into the subspace. You haven't opened up a portal.
Oh, we haven't even gone yet.
I wasn't sure if it'd cook you guys in there or not, so I was holding on.
Could it possibly cook them, over it all? As you
Can we
guys,
still search?
I'm sorry, what?
Can we still search if we're going through the slip space?
Just not Nakan.
Pretty good. At that moment, you hear a
Oh, it's
boom.
Oh,
combat map, a large destroyer suddenly comes up behind you.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
We
shit.
are being tracked.
It is a dark grayish ship. It's got, it looks like, from what you guys can see outside the windows, it's about, let's be very specific on this. The map here is going to be very difficult to understand because we are talking in squares now, and each one of the squares that are here, so between your ship and that ship, so each one of these things, you can see how it pops off to each 5-foot square, right? That's an amount of distance between the ships. So right now you're about 10,000. No, I don't know if it's 10,000. Give me a second. I have to get to a specific space right here. Oh, where am I going? Vehicles. So,
Punch it.
this is, so each one of these squares is 1,000 feet per square, between 500 and 1,000 feet per square. So you have about 6,500 feet between the two ships. We will roll for initiative, and the only person who's going to, not the only person, but let's see here. You're at Terry's here? Yeah. All right, so Nakan, you're going to have 2 initiatives. You're going to have your well, actually, you're going to have 1. I'm sorry, not Nakan. Uvnik. I need you all to re-roll for your initiative.
Okay.
Tarek is out. Actually, which position did you take, Nakan? On the ship.
I think I chose the engineer position.
All right, he'll take up the systems admin. Katra, did you roll for your initiative yet?
Not yet, sorry.
Uvnik, let me know when you guys are ready.
I got 70.
Well, thanks for the resub, Az. Appreciate it. Yasha, you got what?
Let's see, 20. Oh gosh, I got 25.
25. All right. Uvnik, what'd you get?
26.
I got 70.
No, it's a D. Look at the top of your character sheet. There's an initiative, and just roll a D10. Add that to it.
3.
You got it.
I got
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Katra.
also 18.
All right, and Nakan.
So wait, we go off of our total initiative and then we just roll just one
D10. One D10.
D10? Okay. So I got 32.
Right on. All right, so the ship will move on Uvnik's 18 initiative. Everybody else is around that, so it'll start off with the Nakan at 32, Katra at 18, and Uvnik at 18. And Tarek will be moving in there at some point as well with systems operations. The ship itself, being larger, is a little bit slower than your ship. And Nakan, it's your turn. Now, what do you want to do? Oh, hey, Nakan's got to take a break. All right, we'll come back to Nakan. Yasha, what do you want to do? Your co-pilot.
Okay, so the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Punch It. This maneuver allows the ship to go immediately or max move speed. This trains the vehicle to the engines. Once the vehicle is reached its maximum movement during the turn, there's a 25% that the engine will. Oh, jeez, stall out. Oh, jeez. I did not read the whole thing.
So you punch it. I hope we don't fuck this up.
I got 15 versus a. Gosh, what was it? It was a. Okay, so I got 4 success.
So no, so there's no, so it's not something you roll against. You
Oh.
just push it, right? And it can be done. Looks like you're gonna move it. Go ahead and so it's max. Your guys' maximum movement is going to be. Wait, where's the swift? So your maximum movement is going to be 18 squares, basically, at your maximum movement underneath your propulsion system. So basically, using the thrusters, you're moving close to 50,000 miles an hour at this moment. We're gonna have to use this map multiple times because once I take you off here, right? So we'll just do that. Yeah, you punch it and it starts to move forward. Yasha, you're done. We'll come back to you, Uvnik. I'm sorry, Nakan. What did you want to do as as an engineer?
So I don't know if I should, but I have about like the same kind of ability of like give it more to engineer move action through lore. Check the character can increase the speed of the vehicle for every success.
Yeah, so make a lore
So-
tech.
Okay, I have no lore tech, so that's
So it's
just
30
a
plus your intelligence modifier.
30 plus intelligence. So it's 35. I got a 60, so yeah, it doesn't help any.
Yeah, you don't. You're like, it's already going as fast as it can go.
Go
Make it
faster,
going
guys.
faster. Tarek, being the systems operator, he's going to attempt to jam them up so they can't track you guys very well.
Yay, Tarek.
Oh god,
Um,
I have that.
He says, I think I did it, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Katra. Again, so the guns in front of you have a radius this way, but they have a 360-degree movement, right? So if you want to, from where you can see, you can actually see the ship behind you, and it's like 4 times the size of the Swift. And while it's there, you guys move ahead of it. You can see it now. You can see the glare and the glow of whatever engines it's using back behind it, kind of blow up behind it, and it's starting to move towards you.
One thing I'm gonna do, I wanna raise the shields first.
Ooh, nice.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so the shields come up. Now you've got some additional protective power.
Yes.
Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I wanna take aim. I'm gonna shoot at it.
Fantastic. Go for it.
Woohoo! Up 3.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And just to let you guys know, officially, this is the first Void's ship battle in Legends of Kralis history.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
First.
awesome.
So we are going to be making some mistakes. We're going to be finding out making things that work well, and I need to.
Now we're gonna be making history.
Yes. Hopefully not terrible.
Right. So roll your explosive dice again.
Ah.
1. Oh no. So how many successes did you get?
Okay, so I got 3 successes plus that 1, so 4.
All right, so 4. I'll bring up the dice roller. It doesn't dodge. It doesn't outmaneuver. You hit it full on, and when you hit it, you from the one blast, you see it hit its own shielding edge. It kind of sparks flying into the void around it. You want to fire again?
Yes.
All right.
27. So 1 success.
Oh, this one, the ship kind of just tilts in such a way that blast just ricochets off into the void behind it.
That should just do a piccolo health and tilt.
Yep. It's like, You got 2 more shots.
Oh, yep, I want to take them. That's 33, so it's 34. Is that 1 success?
1 success. And it tilts the other way.
Oh, damn it.
The next question I think that's going to be coming up for Uvnik is how do I get us out of here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, what you'll have to do is you'll have to activate the auto drive, and doing so,
Starting to feel like Han Solo getting away from those death cruisers.
Right?
let's see here. I think it's in the Game Master's Guide. Give me a second. Chapter 3, Void. Okay, so it's going to take you 1 turn per size of the ship to open up a large enough rift for you to jump through, and then this opening closes within 1 turn per size of the ship after entering the rift. You guys, the Swift, I believe, is a large Corvette class, so it's going to take 3 turns for you to open up this rift jump. So, do you want to track that when you start it, or do you want me to track it?
I'll track it.
All right. So that's Katra in the Katra's turn, and Uvnik. Your turn. So, what do you want to do as the pilot?
Real quick, we know that's the bad guys coming after us. That's not just some destroyer that popped up behind us, and we opened fire on.
No one's identified it yet.
I'm going to identify them first.
Shoot first,
Okay.
later.
Can I try to open up a communication to destroyer, we fired upon. Can you identify yourself?
Rebel scum.
Oh.
You have something that is valuable to us. Stop. Allow us to board, and we might let you go.
I'm just going to assume that's the syndicate that we kind of fucked with. I'm going to lean into my mic and go, suck the nuts. I'm going to try and I'm going to start on opening that rift for us.
So this is turn 1 of that. So it'll begin at the beginning of the next turn, right?
Yeah.
So when we get back to you, that'll be 1 full turn. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Anything else I can do, or would I be able to? Well, that'd probably be a part of my action I already used. 'Cause I see I got countermeasures here.
Well, they haven't fired at you yet, and I stress yet.
Yeah, I'll skip my turn.
All right, we're at their turn. So you say suck my nuts. All right. Let's see here. What am I? Weapons and armament. It fires a battery of missiles at you. Sorry, is it battery of rockets? No, it's a battery of rockets. And how close are you? Get you guys out here. All right, so you're about 9,500 feet away from it. 9,500 feet away from it. So you are in medium range. It's going to fire seven medium rockets at you. All right, here we go. First, I'm just gonna roll once because they're all coming at you at once.
Don't crit.
See, one. I've got 6 successes.
Shit.
So how this works now is, Uvnik, you have to use your piloting skill as your physical defense skill for the ship. TS of 6.
Ooh, already.
You got this.
That's a 1.
An odd one?
An hot 1, baby.
Nice.
All right, well, roll. Let me see how much more you do. So you've got to get at least 6 successes.
That's 7.
So there you go, right on. So you kind of, using your ability as the pilot, you can go to dodge, evade, which is a full action. Or you can do a dodge and evade. Let's see. Ramming, yeah, so you have to do a dodge evade. Unlike a defense check. Defense. Yeah, so yeah, you kind of dodge out of the way as these 7 rockets all around the ship that you kind of just maneuver in such a way. Oh god. Hold on. I have to take care of this. Yep.
But you can buy the viewers.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Ooh, how much?
It's not like he does this on every other channel.
How much?
If the destroyer hits us, that's gonna be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. These guys are gonna miss out on Uvang's fat nuts. That's their problem.
Very nice.
And title.
It fired one bank. It fires another bank.
How many bangs does this thing got? Oh,
It's a destroyer.
yeah.
It's
It has
5 times your
enough.
size. It fires another bank. Pretty nice. I've got 8 successes with this one.
Shit.
I have 4 successes.
So 4 of these rockets are going to hit you. Or all the rockets hit you. They are medium rockets. Medium rockets deal. 10 points, so all. So 7. The ship is racked by 70 points of damage, which I believe is absorbed by your shields.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So
If I
we have
remember correctly.
100 of shielding.
You have 100 points of shielding.
So we have 30 left.
No, that's kind of like your armor value. So I hit you with 70. So I've got to hit you with. It's got a total absorption of 50. That's right. Has no, it has 100 shielding. So what happens is 50. I hit you with 70 points of damage. The shielding. No, you're right. No, see, never mind. I'm reading this backwards. The shielding stops that hit. It fires again. It's got 5 of these banks. It's gonna fire, and then it's gonna take a whole couple of turns to reload. A bit more. 25. I've got 9 successes with that one.
Holy shit.
What's the next one?
Making history, guys.
That is a 14. So 4 more successes.
So 5 get through. So 5 times is 105 points of damage. So 5 points gets past your shielding, but your armor plating and all that other stuff, your total absorption, it doesn't hit that. Right? So I've got to do some serious damage to you guys, right? Basically, you have your shielding. I've gone into your shielding, I've gone past your shielding, and you got a total absorption of 50. So I do no damage to you, it fires again.
So wait, even though you got past our shielding, does that mean that our shielding is still up?
The shielding is still up.
Okay, so you gotta
it's
get
like I got
150
past it.
points
I
in
basically
total.
I've got to get 150 points of damage into you
Okay.
to actually hurt you. And these guys are only firing their medium rockets. I've got 9 successes with this one as well.
And 3. Yes, 3.
You rolled an odd 3.
3, baby.
Roll. You got to get 9 or more successes.
That is a 9.
Nice. You kind of
Fuck yeah.
maneuver the ship in such a way that you actually avoid getting hit. So it's got 2 more banks. That's firing.
Jesus.
That's 8 successes.
8 successes.
Why? Why so many?
I got 10. So 4.
You got 4, so 4 more. The ship's getting hit, but it's not causing any massive damage. So you guys can feel the ship getting hit as you're doing this, right?
The Khan's just flying all over the ship.
This
because
one's
there's
I've
no
only
weight
got
to them.
3 successes.
That. Alright, I get 3 successes as well.
Alright, very good. Beginning of the turn, Nakana, it is your turn.
Okay, Nakan's like trying to recover himself from getting flown all over the ship. And since we're trying to stop ourselves from getting killed, I think I'm gonna do the recharge the shields. And character can recharge 10 points of the deflector shield per success.
I think that's what it is. Since while I've written these rules, I haven't learned them all exactly. I think what happens is I've actually lowered your shielding by a total of 80 points. Right? So your shielding goes down, and that's what allows you then to recharge the shields as an engineer. Right? Recharge the shields. So what you get to do now is you get to do a Lord Tech or mechanical or an intelligence check.
Yeah, I'll go off my intelligence, and that's a 76.
Right. If you use intelligence, you're only going to get 5 shielding points back for the success.
Oh shit. Well, it's better than the other
Better
ones.
than nothing, because
Yeah.
your shielding's down to 20.
Yeah, so I got 29 out of 76. So I got 5 successes, so that's about 25 points of shielding.
25 points, yeah. So, Nakan, I'm going to actually ask you to track the shielding. So you're down to 20, and now you've added however many more you've got.
Okay, I got you.
That was your full turn. Yasha, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Giving a hand.
Alright.
And
Who you giving a hand to?
I'm gonna give it to, Uvnik, yeah, because some of those are kind of scary.
Okay. So go for it.
All right.
Intelligence check.
17, let's see, pilot, where are you at? 3. So you get 20, no, wait, let me see. So you get plus 10. Oh wait, hold on. I'm looking at the totally wrong one. Yeah, oh no, you get plus 10 on your next success. Yeah, plus 10.
Alright.
Is that all you're doing, Yasha? That's a simple action.
Yeah, for now, that's all I'm doing.
Alright, very good. Tarek, being the systems operator, is going to also attempt to do a recharge of the shields. Your hand in that. He only gives it an additional plus 10.
Okay.
That's his. Hatra, your turn. You got the guns.
Okay. So I'm going to take target their engines. That one I am a little. I have some questions about.
Yeah, that's alright. So basically, what you're going to do is, since you're going to attempt to target their engines, it's a minus 50 to your attempt to do so.
But it also says that the base penalty for tiny ship engines will be reduced by 5 for airship size above tiny. So like
Right. So it's a large ship. So it's a minus 5. So it's a tiny, small, medium, large. By 5, so it becomes. Yeah. So it's a minus 30.
Okay. I like those odds better. Okay. So if I'm going against 34, do I have to?
You have to crit.
I would have to crit to get it.
Yep. Uvnik, make sure that you counted one turn for you opening the rift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I'm gonna try and go for it.
I'm like sitting here actually holding my fingers.
Crit. That is not a crit. That is a 35.
Okay. You fire at the ship and it sparks. The blasts hit the ship's shield, and you see these sparks of white light kind of cascading around the ship as it's moving towards you. All right, Uvnik. What do you want to do?
Could I possibly open another line of communication and try to roll a convince skill? Like they don't want to fuck with us. We've just been playing with them.
Good, go for it.
Okay. Oh, the 52
I got a 50 convinced. Can I join in on that comm? Or no?
doesn't. I don't think I need it because I got a 2.
Nice.
Right on.
Ooh.
How many success? I need to know how many successes you got.
That's a 9er.
Okay. Comes back. Your arrogance is worthy. We're here to destroy.
We don't give a fuck.
And you gotta understand, you're going against a pilot that's well versed in what he's doing,
Obviously.
right? And so they get to fire. They are now going to be opening up their elemental cannons. There are 7 of these on the front forks. There's 3 across the top and 4 underneath the bottom. So 7 attacks. First one.
How many damage do they do per success?
You'll find out. I've got 4 successes.
Come on, Uvi, you got this.
That's a 20. Where'd my screen go?
Wait, how much of a plus do you have from
Plus
Yasha?
10.
Plus 10, so okay.
So that gives me 4 successes.
Alright, so you kind of dodge that one, and you see this electrical blue light, lightning strike just right past you. It fires again. I've got 7 successes.
I guess I can yell at Uvi and try to hype him up and just like, we only got 55% shield left.
I
Don't get hit.
got. That's a 12, so 3 successes.
So 4 get through. These things hit you, and let's see a roll. Each of you need to roll a charisma check, and I need to know who failed. Well, I need to know your successes.
I have 5 successes.
5. Okay.
1.
I got 5 successes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 1.
All right. This hits you for 45 points of electrical damage. So it hits the shielding, so that takes it down to 10.
Oh, fuck.
And Katra and Yasha, you need to make stamina checks at TS of 6 would be stunned for several turns. As the systems around you kind of buzz with electricity and electrocute you.
19 against the 100.
You easily, yeah.
I got 1
Nice.
against an
Right
82.
on, right on. It fires again. It's only got 3 successes this time. 2 successes, I'm sorry.
All 3 successes.
Nice. Fires again. The 3rd time. Opt for critical.
Shit.
7. 15 successes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
I won't be able to deploy countermeasures, would I?
I hope you can.
Countermeasures, all I have is countermeasures, counter single attack times 5.
Yeah, you mean on the Swift, deploying those?
Yeah.
So you can countermeasure attack, so you can do this 5 times. And I believe what it does is it, let me look at the rule for that. Measures.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it. You can use a countermeasure and completely nullify this attack. But that uses one of your countermeasures.
Let's do it, because holy shit.
It fires again. It's cocked. Cocked. I've got 3 successes.
4 successes.
Nice. So this is its 4th attack. Hot 6, critical hit.
Shit.
So there are 12 successes.
Shit.
We're going to deploy another countermeasure.
Okay, you're down to 3. It fires its 5th attack. 6 successes.
Um, 5 successes.
It hits the ship, doing 15 points of damage. Nakan, reduce the shielding.
Shielding's gone. It does 5 points of hull damage.
So the hull for this guy is 1,080 points. Everybody make charisma checks, and let me know your successes.
3.
3.
7.
Master,
3.
3. All of you make stamina checks at TS6.
Yes.
This one, after hitting and going through the shields, wraps around the whole ship and electrifies the ship.
I'm gonna use a
I
heroic
have
luck.
6.
All right, very good, Contra. You're gonna make a heroic luck check there.
Yeah.
5.
5, 6.
65. I got no successes. I failed actually. I got a 65 out of 60.
Both of you are going to be stunned for the next 5 turns, which means this. You lose the ability of your simple and basic actions, and anything you do for the next 2 turns suffers a -3 success.
Wow.
It's 6 attack it fires. 9 successes.
You have no shields.
That's a 4.
So 5 times 15
Yes.
is 15, 30, 60, 75 points of damage that hits the hull directly. Actually, no, you've got an armor absorption of 50, so you take 25 points on your hull. And its final attack.
Oh, I thought that was an alt 4. My bad.
The pilot re-rolls its heroic luck because it rolled a 96. It's got 6 successes.
5 successes.
Again, it hits through, 15 points of damage, doesn't get past your armor absorption, and it is now the top of the room, top of the turn, Nakan.
Okay. I guess it's a. How much is my minus right now?
-3.
Minus 3 successes, so I gotta get 3 successes past.
I'm gonna let Tarek go first, because I just don't want to forget what he's doing. He actually does a recharge of the shields. He brings the shields back up to a 25. I rolled a crit on
Nice.
his.
Oh, good job, Tarek.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, I
This
guess
is
I'll do
also
this.
one of my favorite ones.
Earth wall.
I'll do the same. Recharge shields for my intelligence modifier, or not my intelligence skill. I got a 51, but it's a minus 30, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a heroic luck and do a respin.
Because you got plenty. I gave you 10 at the beginning of the session.
Why do you think I'm using so many? Ooh, alt 9.
Nice.
Nice.
So 76, 9, 19, 20, 39. Yeah, that'd be 4 successes, I believe.
Right, so 20. So 20, you replenish your shield again by 20.
So we're at 45 shields.
So 45 shields again. Alright, Yasha, your turn. Oh, wait, yeah, so remember, you're stunned. Anything you attempt, it's a -3 successes.
Okay.
And just so everybody knows, I'm kind of like communicating through my communicator on our shield strength.
Giving hand. 14. Let's see, where are you at? I'm gonna give it to you, the pilot. Uvnik. 1. That's 4, 5, minus 30, 20. So 1. So you get plus 10.
Also, roll me a D100. Dro, because I didn't do it last time because you punched it. There's a 25% chance that you stalled out the engines.
That's a 6.
You didn't stall out the engines.
Oh my goodness.
You can punch it again if you need to.
No, I was giving my, I was doing, to, Uvnik.
Right, but that's your full action.
Oh, yes.
Or giving a hand as a simple
Oh,
action.
yes,
You
yes.
still have your move action, which is punch.
Yeah, I might do that again here, too.
Alright.
Alright, Alt 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, Alt 3.
No, you just punch it. I'm gonna punch it again.
Yeah, punch it again.
Yeah, and it moves. It's staying at its maximum speed at this moment. Tarek has already done his turn. Patra.
Okay, so I'm not gonna try to unleash the demons again. I'm going to take aim and just try to hit it.
Wait, I don't think you did that last time.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do last time. No, it was target their engines, never mind.
Target their engines, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna take aim.
Alright, give me yourself a plus 10.
Okay, 44, so... That's 14. So, 3 successes? 4 successes? Yeah, 4.
It tilts. It kind of does one of these things where it rotates around. Go again, Patra.
Against 44. Damn it. Okay.
Shoot off in a random direction. You should miss it.
1. 49. Can I spin heroic luck to reroll?
Yes, absolutely.
Stop being mean. 12. Okay, that's better. 2 successes.
Unforgivable? Hello?
How you doing?
How many successes?
2.
One gets through, but it hits the shielding and it just sparks fly around it.
Okay, I have one more shot.
Yep.
15. So, 3 successes?
Does our ship have a crit modifier?
It's a standard crit. There's not like a crit modifier for it. It's just a standard. If you roll a crit, you roll a crit.
So through 1 through 5. Okay.
Yeah, 1 through 5. And it would be the pilot that would have the crit, right? The pilot would be the one actually getting the crit, not the ship. And this guy, the guns that he's using, they have a higher. The weapon itself increases the crit that it has. So these guys' weapons have a crit range of 1 to 10. 3 successes. 2 get through, but when you hit it, again, you're hitting it for 24 points of damage, and you blast sparks around it. You're just not hitting it hard enough. Was that your last one, Katra, or do you have another one? All right, Uvnik, you got one more turn before you start to see in front of you this small white dot start to grow in front of you. It's getting bigger and bigger as you're flying forward. What do you want to do, Uvnik?
Looking at the vehicle sheet. I only got 3 countermeasures left, and they can take like what 9 shots at us in total.
They could potentially take up to 10.
That's horrifying.
I do giving a hand to help you maneuver, but these shields aren't going to recharge themselves.
Could
Hit a cat.
would it be possible, like, Can we jam their like sensors of us to throw off their aim a bit, or?
That's what he's doing with jam them up. If he wasn't, I'd be hitting for at least 3 or 4 more successes each time.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh, of course I'm having fun. It's the first void battle ever, so I'm like writing notes down, checking rules.
You're destroying us.
I'm not destroying you.
I mean, technically, he's caused no hull damage so far.
I've caused a little bit, but not significant amounts.
Oh, I didn't even know that you caused any.
Yeah.
Where's the yet?
Yeah, I think I've hit you for 10 hull damage total.
Okay, I take it you're keeping track of that.
Huh?
I take it you're keeping track of that.
Well, I would like it if you would keep track of it. I've hit you for 10 total damage. That's 1,080 at the beginning. It's now at 1,007.
All right, I
Start
got you.
doing that since I'm the pilot.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just keeping track of the whole damage.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got the shields.
Could I?
Your character, it's basically the ship is another character in your party.
Could I start like flying erratically to try and throw them off?
Zigzag.
Zig.
Surfer teen.
Alright, so there is a
cool,
thing
barrel roll.
called dodge evade. This maneuver allows a pilot to attempt to dodge or evade incoming attack, collision, or other calamity. Unlike a defense check, this maneuver allows a pilot of the ship to make a standard defense, but with an additional +2 success requirement. There's that. You can try to avoid. You can try to do what's called a come about, right? You're doing a medium large. It would take you 2 squares, right, to maneuver. You could attempt to do a 360 on them, which would take 8 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to come all the way around.
Will that mess up with our void thing that we already started?
Well, no. So what it does is
Projects it out in front of the
project
ship.
out in front of you, right?
Okay, so right
not
now
like
it's
you're
kind of
standing
charging
there
up.
and it's right. It's charging and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger to allow your ship to get through.
Okay.
What would I need to succeed to bring us around to their ass?
Blank up.
That's a big move.
So you would have to literally turn the ship around, fly at them, and then there's a maneuver called the Rin Char maneuver, which allows you to you need to moving at the target vehicle at full speed as though you were going to ram it. At the last moment, you have to move within point blank range of it. You then have to perform a hard about pilot check at a TS of 6. Those that fail find themselves ramming full speed into the target, which will probably destroy the attacking ship and cripple the targeted ship. On success, this allows the vehicle a full attack action, but also grants the charging vehicle to reach a long distance range within 1 turn. So basically, you come in, you do a strafing, and you zip right past them.
That sounds cool.
It's kind of cool.
Leroy Jenkins.
Let's do it.
Leroy
You're right.
Jenkins.
Are you going to try it?
Yes. If I need to, how much heroic luck will this cost?
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Brian. I appreciate that.
Of course, you're my game master. You're awesome.
So is that what you're going to try?
How much heroic luck will it cost if I need to reroll
I send it
Just
real
one.
quick. I can't send it.
this one?
Yeah.
Unless if you critically fail. You try to turn around and then you just turn the
Alright,
other
let's
way.
do it.
So you're gonna do a 360. So that's going to take you 8 square. That'll be 8 squares total moving around. So basically, what you're doing on the map is you're coming. It looks like this. You're gonna go up 1, 2 squares. Rotate. Go up 1, 2 squares. Rotate. Go over a square. Go over a square, and then 1, 2 come down here, and then The last ones are for you to rotate and go at it this direction. So that's just a piling maneuver, but that's going to take you one full turn to do as your move action. It takes up your entire move action at this moment. Which means now you are face to face with them. Which means you can bring all guns bearing on them if you guys so like. So that's what you do for your move action.
Yep.
The pilot's the Rinchar maneuver is going to be a full turn action, but you can't do that until you have movement again. Does that make sense? You should be on the top of your next turn. So, Uvnik, you're done. Tarek is going to attempt to recharge the shields. Ooh, I crit 3. He brings it up 25 more points.
Lay down.
All right.
And that's Tarek's turn. Nakan, it's your turn.
Okay. Since we're sitting at 70 shields, give a helping hand. That would go off of my.
So it goes off your intelligence, and you give whoever you're going to a bonus to their pilot, engineering, or more technological. For you.
So it's going off of my intelligence, and it's still minus 30. Because am I still stunned?
Yeah, you're stunned for the. You're still stunned.
Okay, so that's 2 turns I've been stunned. So I'll do giving a hand to Uvi. Going off of a 76 intelligence, so that's a 46 intelligence. And I am going to use our heroic luck because this cheerleader failed. Yeah, I failed.
Push that button right there. No, the other button. No.
You got this.
Turn.
I mean, we might die, but you got this.
Josh, it's your turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna do my giving hand, but I'm gonna give it to Katra. Let's see. 20.
So it's just me and Yasha who are stunned?
Yeah, it's only you and Josh that are stunned.
Okay.
So she only gets a plus 10. Okay. Plus 10, and also I'm going to do punch it.
Punch it again. All right. Oh, you're gonna punch towards it, maximum speed.
yeah, we're gonna
Awesome.
all or nothing. Here we go.
All right. So maximum speed. So the current maximum speed for this guy.
Quick question.
Hold on, 1 second. Is based off its. It's 18 squares with 36 squares. So that is. So it's 100. So that's 10,000 feet. You're going 36 squares. It moves here.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Katra, it's your turn.
Okay.
1 sec.
Sorry.
With my giving a hand, it's a simple action. Don't I still have a full action
Yeah,
after
you
That's
still
that?
have
a
a
plus
full
one,
and
yeah.
move action if you like, yes.
Okay, well, recharge the shields is a full action. Could I roll for that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And that's minus 30 off my intelligence. That's a 55. It fails anyway. Let's just keep going.
Alright. Katra, your turn.
Okay, gonna take aim and shoot again. As we're going by.
At this range, how can we miss?
Give you.
Okay, so against 24.
Yeah, you got plus 10 for me.
Oh, so it's 54. And I got a 15. Hell yeah. So that's 4 successes.
Huh?
Right? Yeah.
This music's really good for us ramming up their nose.
Soon to be their ass.
I'm helping.
I am not excited for their short range
Yeah,
attack.
you just right, and it hits across their shielding, and you see one part of the ship kind of get hit, and there's this long scar along its ventral there.
Yes.
Okay, we got 3 more shots. Ooh, 3!
Nice. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Shit. Never mind. I didn't take my attacks last turn. It's okay. They're recharging. And now that you're coming right at them, they're gonna hit you full bore.
Yeah.
And last turn, the gunners were like, he's not doing what I think he's doing, is he?
It looks like he's coming right at us, man. Fire! Fire! Hit him with everything he's got!
Did I do any damage to that last one?
I'm waiting for you to tell me your total number of successes.
Oh, sorry. 3.
Well, you rolled an odd 3, and then what'd you roll in your determination? 3?
Oh, that's right. You re-rolled a... Sorry.
Right. No worries.
And you get a heroic luck.
What happens when you roll a 0?
You roll again.
Roll again? Okay.
Ooh, that's a
That's a
plus
10.
10.
That's an exploding dice. It rolls again.
Oh, hell yeah.
Keep getting zeros.
As I get a 2.
Alright, so 12, and you had a 54, so 17 successes.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got 5 successes, so you can hit for 12. That's 144 points of damage. You hit it, and then and it looks like their shielding isn't holding up as well anymore. And you hit it, and you see a piece of their hull kind of come up off and flies off into the void behind it as it's moving. As you guys are moving towards each other.
Yes, that's what you get. And I still have 2 more shots, right?
Yep, go for it. Yep.
Okay.
Nakan in the back saying, yeah, size doesn't matter.
And that's a 15. So
Will be 3 successes.
3, yes. Math is hard. Sorry.
Actually, no, you're doing well. You're doing much better than some people. Like you. I've got 4 successes on that, so it does one of those spins again.
Damn it. Okay, one more.
One more attack.
One more. Come on. Get it on. Oh, 3! Yes!
Nice! Get your hit on the bug and roll your d10 again. Roll your d10.
0, 0, 0, 0.
It's a 0!
Roll again.
Nice.
Fuck yes. The crit of the group.
9.
So 19 plus
Okay.
19, and then you're at minus 30. So 21 successes. It fails. The ship turns, and as it's turning, you fire on it, and it turns, and the blast from this last one hits it straight on. So you're going to, because I failed my physical defense on this one. You hit it for 21 times 12. Oh my god, I need a calculator. 252 points of damage, which shatters into its hull. And you see more plates of it just kind of and you can kind of see the ship kind of now. It doesn't list, but it kind of dives down at an angle like this, as though it's trying to avoid the oncoming thing that it's doing. and you can see that. So the bottom guns are not going to be into play because it's not straight at you now. It's got is its rocket bays and its 3 blasters on top. So I'm going to attack you 8 times when it's its turn. Uvnik, how many turns do you have left?
I think actually after this one, the gate should open.
The gate should open. Yep. So what are you gonna do? Oh, are you still moving right at it?
Yeah, because I have to move directly at it and then do that. Big game of chicken.
The random char maneuver. All right. So, is that what you want to do now?
Yeah, let's try to take us out of the way.
To do a hard about pilot check, so it's going to be a TS of 6.
TS of 6. I'm gonna use a heroic rock.
Yeah, because if you fail, you slam your ship into theirs.
Don't fail.
Okay, that's 6. That works.
You hit it at full. Katre, you get an entirely full new turn to attack it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
Jesus.
This is why she's the gunner.
Yes. 17 against 34.
No, 54 because you still have that turn.
Oh, hell yeah. So is that 5 successes? Or is that 4?
4 successes.
4.
Yeah, poor.
I've got 4 successes as well.
Do I get to do all 4 shots?
Yes, all 4 shots.
18. So 4 successes.
4 successes.
Come on.
I've got 5 successes.
Damn it. Okay. 14. That's
5 successes.
Yes.
Nice.
Keep
I've got
keep
5 successes.
Oh shit.
She's doing so good.
You're wasting all my good rolls. Ought to.
Nice. Roll your d10.
0.
0?
8.
0, 0, 0.
I'll take it though.
13 successes, roughly. 5 critical.
Oh,
It's right there on the Twitch. You can watch it.
damn it.
Oh, we believe you.
Yeah.
So I actually, you hit it with 1 success, doing 12 points of damage with your blaster. Just kind of shears it, doesn't do much damage to it. Uvnik, you see the portal begin to open in front of you. And the way these portals actually work, it's a one-way. They can't see the portal. They still see you. They don't see the portal opening in front of you, right? So there's not like, oh, we get covered. Nope. There's no cover there. They're opening up at their full barrage of 9 attacks on you. Here come the missiles.
Okay, so quick question. Since the portal is opening in like the opposite direction of where we were following the captain, will that affect our trajectory at all?
No, because what you're going to do is you're going to get inside the rift, and when you get inside the rift, it's going to take you where it's going. Right?
Okay.
It's kind of like putting in magical symbols, and it doesn't matter where it's facing. It opens up that portal towards that direction. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me reroll that. 4. I've got 8 successes on this battery.
Damn. Why me?
That's 5.
So it does 30 points of damage to the shielding. Next battery.
Nikon's on the comm saying we're at 50%
Oh,
shields.
hold on. I think I made a mistake. Give me a second.
40% shields. My bad.
So each rocket deals 10 points of damage. I need 7 rockets, so that's doesn't do as much damage. So yeah, that's about right. Gonna have to refigure that. Oh, and I've been reading the rules wrong. So for you to avoid these rockets, because they actually hone in on you, it's a minus 35 to your physical defense attempt to avoid them.
You're just trying to make this fun.
Yeah. So they fire again. I'm not going to worry about the penalty right now. I'm too far into this. I've got 3 successes. 4 successes. Sorry, 4 successes.
I also have 4 successes.
Nice. Third battery. I've got 9 successes.
You still have 3 countermeasures, correct?
I got an odd 10.
So you rolled a 10.
Yes. So 4 successes.
So 5 get through. So 5 missiles get through. 5 times 10 is 50 missiles. 50 points of damage.
So 10 points towards the armor. And our shields are gone.
Shields are gone. Armor absorption 50 though, so we don't take any cold damage.
Final battery. It hits it for 3 successes.
Fuck you, that's a 1.
Alright, you avoid those. And here come the energy blasters. First 3.
Alright.
I've got 3 successes.
That's 4 successes.
Second string, 5 successes. 6 successes, sorry.
That's 3 successes.
So 3 times the damage of the cannons is going to be 45 points of damage. Each of you roll a charisma check, please.
But doesn't our armor absorb all that?
It's still
Oh,
hits you.
electrical.
And this is the electrical damage, and someone's going to get stunned again.
Oh, great. I'm already stunned.
5 successes.
3
4.
successes.
Right, you're stunned again, Navik.
Of course I am.
Yeah, but your shield, so the shields, shielded whatever takes 35 point, 45 points. Yeah, it doesn't get past your armor absorption of the hull. It fires again. I've got 5 successes.
Also 5 successes.
Damn it! All right, last roll. Come on, crit. 5 successes.
Come on, Uvi.
Got 6 successes.
Nice.
Yes.
Close. I know what I'm putting so many points into next time.
I am just so scared because we have not found this tracker, though.
Yeah, but
You guys, the portal, the rift opens in front of you. Boom, 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 and then everything turns a bright, brilliant light. And that's where we're going to end tonight, guys. So,
All right.
we're going to end there. Thank you for everybody who hung out with us for the longest. I hope there's still people here. I see there's more than 9 viewers. I hope you guys are all still with us. Thank you so much for joining us. I need to try to convince them to play more than once every 2 weeks. And things like that. But we will be back hopefully in 2 weeks, avoiding any sicknesses as possible. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and thank you guys for all the bits and all the subscribes. I appreciate it. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, maybe sooner. I don't know. I'll see if I can convince them. Until then, say goodnight, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
We are out. Good job, you guys.